Did anyone bring...
Hello everyone and welcome to the 14th episode of The Weave. My name is Lucas, I'm slanted and today I'll be your dungeon master. Let's see. Oh, but we also, apart from the cool setup, we also have like a cool new toy. I can press a button here and look at what happens. Wow. That's actually quite cool. Okay. Anyway, so... Oh yeah, shit! Oh,
the action camera again.
Yeah, just bring the action camera a bit down. There we go, perfect. Okay, so on our last episode, the date was the 9th of Hammer, 1942 Day Reckoning, and the party met Zelifan, a dragon, a young bronze dragon that is living in the Waterdeep's harbour, and you had a conversation with it about the thing that he had come to Waterdeep looking for. You learned that there might have been some kind of involvement. The Sea Maidens Fair might have stolen something from the dragon called what the Zelifan called his mother's magic, which was a set of crystals or some. It wasn't entirely clear what he meant, but he also said that apparently there's something attached to the belly of the Eyecatcher, which is the boat that is the ship that is anchored in the middle of the harbour. You decided that you'd eventually investigate further, but for the time being, as you were considering your options, the dragon fled, saying, "Ooh, be careful, something's coming." And then you got ambushed by a bunch of merfolk that you dealt with, not without some kind of danger and almost death, if one could say. After dealing with the merfolk, you debated what to do about the information you had. Millicent, Niall and Genhorn went to the Blackstaff Tower where they exchanged some information with Vashra. And also Millicent apparently accidentally tried to read the Blackstaff mine, which is not a great idea, but whilst at the same time Silas and Keth went to the Obez family estate, eventually leaving there with Sophie after a bit of a harrowing encounter with what could only be considered the husk of the Obez family former glory. Millicent and Genhorn went to the Watford Order HQ where they met a diviner called Talum the All-Seeing, and that gave you the 3 amulets that you had ordered, that you had asked Vashra to make for you, so you could all enter the Coda Towers.
Smelled a bit funny though, didn't it? Smelled a bit funny. But
And eventually, you all made your way back to the manor. Squidly and Nat were play fighting with wooden swords outside the manor, and as you saw them, Squidly ran forward and gave you a note that said, "Meet me at the Seven Masks Theatre for great business opportunities, J.B. Nevercott." And that's where we left off. So, you are currently, you find yourself outside the manor.
Who is this next to you?
Well, whilst we're in the spirit of bringing extra family back to the tavern, I've brought my niece. This is Sophie. She doesn't talk, but this cat does. And I gesture to the cat. So again, Horn, there's a friend for you perhaps to make.
what do you mean, talks?
I believe your name was Trix, was it not? You said?
The cat kind of you're out
These are
in
all-
the streets right now, and the cat is kind of like looking at you all like with the look of a cat.
I'm going to talk to him in cat.
In Druidic?
In Gen Cat.
In Gencat. An ear kind of like perks up for a moment and goes like a very soft meow. You understand as an acknowledgement. He understood what you said. It's just that.
So how do you talk? Have you been talking to...
Shall we go inside? It's a bit cold out here.
As you say that, Nat, the the girl that speaks with sign language, kind of like gets into Sophie's face, looking up a bit. Sophie's a bit taller, and she starts signing something. She looks at her, and then she looks at Squidly, signs something, and Squidly says, "Well, Nat says that if she doesn't speak, doesn't know sign language. I mean, how does she get by? Maybe we can teach her a thing."
I mean, you're very welcome to try. Obviously, you and her have a lot in common, it seems. So maybe if anyone asks, say she's your sister as well, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Does the cat really speak?
I mean, unless we had to drink too many on the way, which I don't remember, then perhaps she's right. We should go in.
Yeah,
Let's talk
go
when
in.
we're in.
Cat is a bit shy.
Okay. You go in, and Nat and Squidly follow in and kind of like giving very curious glances at Sophie as you all go inside.
I know it doesn't
Tap room.
look like much, Sophie, but you should be safe enough here. We somehow inherited this place through one means or another, and it's a bit of a dive, but we're looking to fix it up, so...
What do you mean safe? Are they just visiting?
Well, no, I don't know, my family seems to have some, for lack of a better word, curse going on. My sister was raving about some creatures coming to get Sophie. She mentioned devils, and she demons, that kind of thing. So, might be related to the ones we ran into in the cemetery, and then apparently Sophie can see them, so I don't know how that's going to play out.
Right, so we've got foster children,
Yeah,
my idiot cousin,
yeah, the drug
That's a
dealer.
bit
and now
harsh.
you've got a cursed
Yeah, niece.
niece.
What kind of
Cursed niece.
What kind of curse are we talking about? Like,
I don't know, my family's been a bit weird with my whole being, and they're a bit on the...
Sure that by curse they don't mean
I-
one of your ilk.
Well, I think that is what they mean, unfortunately. Had a brief encounter with my father, who is somewhat of a mean man, shall we say, without going into it, and he...
so are all tieflings like mean then or something? Is that?
No, he's not a tiefling, he's a regular
Oh,
human type, as was my mother,
okay.
as far as I know. Rich people make deals with powerful entities. Sometimes, apparently, that can surface into unpleasant
Squidly
visitors.
looks at you. I dug out for a rich family that make deals or anything.
It's not always how people are gifted like us come about. Just one of many, it seems.
Yeah, that's what Nat says. It's a gift. It's no curse.
Oh no, it's a gift. People will fear you, but in
Yeah.
a good way.
He adjusts his eye
Nat-
patch.
Nat is the tiefling.
Nice, the girl.
Yeah, but she's a tiefling as well.
No, Squidly. is
Squidly
Tiefling.
is the tiefling. Okay,
He's the guy that was
okay.
speaking.
Yeah.
Nat is human.
So it seems every time someone goes home, bring someone back with them.
Oh, you better hope I don't bring anyone back.
Yeah,
Right,
I
we
mean,
should,
you
we should
did
ban family visits.
You did start it, to be fair.
Yes,
So
I didn't mean to. And
How talking about family? And Nat kind of goes to the basement door and opens. And then closes it again. And Squidly says, "Oh, yeah, Jenks has been helping your cousin.
Thanks.
what do you mean helping?
Yeah, he needed a hand, and Jenks is, he likes science and magic.
The rods is spreading.
That's
Well, would you leave them alone all day with him?
I think maybe that's a step too far, isn't it? We can't let the children get involved with
No.
drugs.
well,
And the Thieves Guild.
he told me they were performance enhancing products, not actually like bad
Have you been
drugs.
taking drugs from him?
No.
Can't remember.
What day is it?
Elgin!
Opens and he has his goggles on and kind of like a lab coat. It's the leather apron that your father would use for alchemy. Oh, yes, hello cousin.
What
How
have
are
you
you?
done with a child?
Oh no, he's helping me out. I'm teaching him how to do some of the chemical stuff.
No!
He's very useful.
Bring him up here right now!
Wow, having
Right now,
apprentices.
Elgin!
Having apprentices is like a staple in the business. I was apprentice to your father, and now he's the apprentice to me.
No more back talk with me, son, right?
Okay, but I need an apprentice, and he's pretty good.
No, bring... Show me
Okay,
his face.
boy, come up.
I thought he was already your apprentice.
And Elgin comes down, and then James comes out with big goggles down, like super oversized for him, and he takes him out. Oh, hello there.
Listen, what did he make you do?
Oh, I'm just mixing stuff and then checking levels and concentrations.
Do you know what stuff it is you're mixing?
Yeah, some alchemical stuff is pretty
Do you
good.
know what you're making?
He already speaks like him.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. It's some kind of like pre-mixture that then he uses to make other things. I'm just doing like the base stuff.
Yes, right. None of that anymore.
What do you mean?
Banned.
I mean,
All of you kids.
Oh, but it's
Banned
so
from
much
the
fun.
basement.
to be fair though, if he's just mixing the base stuff, that sounds like you could use it for better things like medicine.
Yeah, you can use it for lots of things. You
What
told
kind
me
of
you can
role
use it for
model do
soap.
you want to be?
Soap. You like soap? He's
Yeah,
making you
you
soap.
can make soap.
I'm not okay with this actually. It's too far. You shouldn't be making soap down in the basement at your age.
Oh, why not? He told me that we can sell it for quite a bit of coin, and he told me that he would. He said that that's a squidly kind of thing.
He says a lot of things, that boy.
Should we break his legs? I mean,
What, the boys?
no.
No.
Oh, good. Teach him.
No, we all have a partnership with him going now. I help him make the stuff. Squidly helps take it to market.
You're losing percentages very fast.
Yeah, he's gonna pay us good coin.
You've
No,
got.
I'm talking to Elgin now.
I know,
Yeah.
Elgin stay downstairs.
Okay.
He's got the kids running.
Oh, good.
This is.
Right.
Oh, good.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, the door opens again, and he comes out. Ah, oh, you're gonna be making stew.
Do you like your legs?
Ah, yeah, of course.
Well, if you want to keep them, then keep the kids out of the basement. And they're not doing deliveries for you.
They're not doing deliveries. What are you talking about?
Then you got Squidly doing deliveries.
No, I offer him a business opportunity. If he comes with me, he can introduce to people, so then he can maybe in the future do one on his own.
You were supposed to be introducing us to your clients in order to get.
But you're all day out!
Well, hold the drops until we're back.
We had to do with dragons and
What dragon? Wait, you went visit a dragon?
yeah.
Is it dead?
Well, no, it's a nice
Did
dragon.
you not kill it?
No, of course
Because
not.
there's so much stuff that you can harvest from a dragon food.
Oh,
alchemy.
God, you've got one your mind, right? Go back to the basement. Just do not come out of the basement. Can we just
Okay,
get
sure.
rid of him?
Anyway, I'm making my drop tomorrow. So I thought I would take Squidly because you're never around anyway.
Absolutely not. Never! This is your mess.
Okay,
You're
who's the
already-
girl?
Just don't involve her either in any of this.
Yeah,
But
you're
she's-
already at the deep end. Don't get
She's
any
gonna
of
be
the other
living
ones
here.
involved.
I can use another apprentice.
No, I think she's a bit too high grade for what you're peddling.
Okay,
You've
whatever.
got one more chance.
You don't want to mess around with it either.
How much do I have to prove myself that I'm not a danger to you? I'm actually an asset. You need to use me.
Maybe at least one time.
But we still have to see any coin.
Hey, let me know when the stew is ready. He goes downstairs.
Cheeky fucker.
Okay.
Do you know any potions that makes people nice people? Changes their personality.
Stick, leg.
Like a pirate. Old stick leg. That reminds me.
Stick leg, yeah.
What are we doing about these pirates and this boat
Well,
situation?
before that,
Who's JB Nevercott?
wait. Let's backtrack a bit here. The cat. You, Mr. Cat. What's your name?
Just looking around. And he looks at you.
If you're gonna be with us, you have to trust these people, unfortunately.
And he's kind of like looking around, all the kids, all the people around. And then Tricks. He speaks in common and out loud.
So, are you awakened? from?
Don't remember. Somewhere in the city.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
He's
With
bullshit-
disadvantage.
He's bullshitting you already.
16.
16. I mean, he's a cat. And as far as you can tell, cats are deceitful by nature and playful in their... so it's impossible to know whether they're taking the piss or being
If
truthful.
I've been a cat, been in the mind of a cat,
And it's kind of like sitting there in the ground, and Sophie is kind of like standing next to the cat and looking at you all.
You said you'd keep Sophie safe. Is this place safe?
Well, where is safe, really? I mean, you know. what
Where
do you-
can she stay?
There is a room upstairs in the library, but it's got a hole. Maybe we should stay in your rooms for now.
Yeah, she can take my bed. I'll sleep on the floor in there. Keep yard.
We really need some more beds, don't we?
Why are they under the impression that this place is safe?
I think it's more the company than the rooms.
It is safer than what she used to be.
Yeah.
Can she see ghosts?
People want us dead.
Trixie, can you see ghosts? Can Sophie see ghosts?
No, I cannot.
Then probably safe.
True.
Yeah, there might be ghosts in here.
What kind of ghosts?
Well, you see the picture on the bar there?
Mm.
That's the previous owner of the... Was it owner of the bar or the land or the barkeep? Something to do with the bar. He seems to get unhappy when the bar's dirty and happy when the bar's clean. And that's about as far as we've got.
Well,
And then the cat goes and looks at Sophie. And Sophie points beyond the bar towards the door that is leading to the pantry. And Trix,
She says the ghost is right there.
Oh,
I'm gonna run.
wave,
To the
wave.
ghost.
to the ghost?
Yes.
Okay.
Or where she pointed.
When you do that, suddenly Sophie kind of like takes one step forward, opens her eyes big, and what are you doing? You just run to where she pointed.
Yeah. Just going to see
Okay.
the ghost.
You go there. There's nothing. You're in empty air. Like you're maybe 2 feet past the trap door, which is behind the bar, near the door leading to the pantry.
Ha ha ha! Good one.
You're there where she
Good one,
pointed. There's
Sophie.
nothing. You can't see nothing.
Where? Just looking back at her.
She says it disappeared when you approached.
can
It
you,
went through a wall.
can you ask her what the ghost looked like?
Looks like that, the guy in the picture that you mentioned.
Huh.
But the face looks different. As if bony, barely meat in the bones.
Smiling.
I don't know.
And she looks at Sophie.
She doesn't know. It was only a fleeting moment.
Do you mind? Do you mind if we take Sophie to the basement to show her that fresco? I'd like to know what she thinks about that.
So we've got a cursed ghost detector.
I don't think the basement seems safe, considering that person working down there that just came out.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, maybe steer clear of him a little bit. He's
Show me this room upstairs you mentioned.
For you, Mr. Trixie, may I ask how you came to be in a relationship, well, be in the service of Sophie?
You may ask, I may not answer.
Very well. How come you came to be in the service of Sophie?
Show me the room.
Can I just sort of slightly, somewhere to the side, out of the way, just cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
So
So you try to hide it somehow?
just kind of, you know, walk to the side when I want to have an
Yeah. Make a sleight of hand check. Or stealth. Stealth. This is more general stealth.
3!
Yeah.
Trips over a bastard.
You kind of like trying to, and then you cannot avoid chanting or
detect magic.
elevating the volume of your voice a bit as you go, and then everyone is kind of like looking at you weird, and then you notice magic in the thing that you already know. The party has, I think, your horse,
The necklace.
your necklace.
Oh yeah, my harpy sash.
You notice magic both in Millicent's and Niall's amulets or badges. I don't know how hidden you have them, but it's
It
like
might not have any magic. Oh.
yours doesn't have any magic.
Shit, man.
And
That one.
It's got pretty magic.
nothing else.
The shed necklace
Is
is showing off any magic.
Yeah, the necklace of fireballs.
Yeah, of course, that one. Yeah.
No, the fish head one we got from underwater. Does that?
Oh yeah, the coral and the coral
No,
rapiers.
no, that's
It's
not
just a
magic.
fish head.
Yeah.
And the harpy sash was magical, wasn't it?
What has magic? This has magic.
Yeah.
And this.
The harp is what? Sorry.
The harpy sash with a piece of cloth.
Yes,
Yeah.
the piece of cloth is magic.
What type of magic has it got? I mean, only he knows, but just curious.
You do know
And,
you cast it though.
and you notice there is there's a weird like a faint aura around Sophie's like belt, like kind of like on one side of the belt it's covered in like her winter clothes, but there's a faint aura coming from belt area on one side.
That's a nice belt you've got there.
Did you say another stealth check?
Anyone's just looking at you. Oh yeah.
Right, I'll show you to the room then.
Please do.
This is getting-
We got 1 second. Just, I don't know how well you know her.
Not all I know about.
There's
half an
something
hour
on her
ago.
belt. I can sense some power coming from it. Might just be worth having a quick glance if you catch one, see what it is.
I'll have a look. I mean, she's got a talking cat, so I think that's somewhat of a bigger concern.
Well, yeah, but if there's something that draws attention for some reason, I mean, we already have enough, I guess, but with an idiot in the basement blowing things up.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything dangerous, I guess, but I'll keep an eye out. She seems sound, so.
Yeah, that cat though.
Yeah, a friend for you. Apparently knows, Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Yeah,
Is Bartholomew?
Bartholomew.
Yeah, says he's a bit of a prat or something, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
don't know, but then it's all down to who was a pretty cat, say.
Yeah, but, alright, well, thanks for the heads up, I guess.
So why does the cat need to stay? Is the cat family?
Is he like
The
other
cat
cats?
is talking on her behalf.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I think it takes up less room and food than a person.
Right.
We
It's a
already
talking cat, and it's keeping secrets.
We already have a cat.
It's a wizard,
And
apparently.
you have a dog. Does
You have a
he know that?
Scholar is kind of like
Just turn into a
like half asleep next to the fireplace and just doesn't particularly care about the cat.
He's old, he's old.
It's a
There's cat
pub
around.
dog. He's used to lots of.
Right.
I already told the cat about the dog, he was fine with it.
Is he
Sure.
okay with the other cat?
Trix, you alright? Yeah, we did mention that as well, didn't we? We told you there was another cat around.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So are we saying it's okay to keep secrets now? All these newcomers in the house?
What
They can just have a
secrets?
room and keep all the secrets they like.
I don't understand what you're saying.
We won't even answer a simple question.
What was the question?
Okay.
What was the question?
Tricks. Can you speak to other cats?
Not really, no.
I just
So,
want to know if he's a wizard.
how did you become a cat?
Yeah, are you actually a cat?
What you see is what you get, isn't it?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
He was a guard a bit of time ago.
I was like, what?
Sea guard.
Wait, you should mention that one.
Oh yeah. No, he wasn't.
He had a different face the other day.
If you need to know, I can take other shapes.
Bigger ones, fightier ones.
I tend to favor the smaller ones.
What's your default shape?
I like to keep that private.
No.
Well,
Not in this household.
Look,
if you want to stay here,
no,
appreciate it.
we're not throwing an ultimatum on
I'm not for an
my
ultimatum.
niece.
I'm just saying if you want to stay here, we appreciate it if you were.
I guarantee I present no danger to you. I just want Sophie to be safe.
Why do you care about Sophie so much? What connection do you have?
A deeper one that you might have with any other pet.
That's
I
something-
once knew a wizard that used to keep a parrot by his shoulder all the time. And they were really, really good pals. The wizard would just, the parrot would fly away and the wizard would go like, ooh, cannot see anything. And then they said, oh yeah, well, the parrot told me he saw this. And
I think he's drunk. I don't know what he's talking about. Parrots.
All I know is that it took Geth nearly a 10-day for him to tell us he's not actually from Icewind Dale. So let's just put
hey,
us...
I knew you for a lot longer, you never asked.
That's true. It took him nearly a 10 days to tell you. But, so let's just put our stock in
But what have we learned?
good faith.
Elgin.
That
He,
he's a
he
little
was keeping
shit.
secrets.
I don't
Look at the
think
mess
the
that turned
cat's
out.
making drugs. Or is taking children to sell drugs. Worst case scenario, you're something ugly.
You are.
Something ugly.
You may say so. I don't know.
I have a way of finding out if you really want, but it
No,
might
it's-
hurt.
everyone's-
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it might-
Yes!
If it bothers you, I can stay out of sight.
It's
As
no,
long
fine. It's
no,
not
you're
so.
Sophie's safe.
Look, people are just a bit jumpy,
Well,
right?
I've had
House,
House-
we have a
house
couple of
votes.
rough days.
We haven't voted.
Do we vote on anything else?
Yes, Elgin.
I don't remember that.
Well, my vote is that Sophie stays.
Yeah,
She's got nowhere else to go.
I have no problem with it.
And the cat.
Did anyone vote for Elgin to stay? I thought everyone was against it.
I was a bloody kid.
I think you just moved in and we forgot about it.
No, you all overruled me.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, he promises 100 gold a week. That's why.
That's what did it. The money. I remember now.
We are corruptible.
Bloody fools.
Can she pay anything? Has she got money?
Unlikely, she's just in the state of the house. Things bloody falling down.
Got a
Do
house.
you want rent? I can pay rent.
You're a cat!
I would
mean,
like to see how that
Sophie
works.
can pay rent.
Look, we'll discuss this in the future. In the
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so now, what is your family? You say no to money.
But we say yes.
But
please,
if-
that would be
Yes,
very nice.
rent.
If she could help out with, because we're planning on opening this place as a bar at some point, so if she could help out, that'd be. How old is she?
Like 20s.
Oh, that's fine then.
But she doesn't like
There
to
isn't
speak.
any actual legal age for drinking or serving alcohol in here, so it's fine.
Look, I'll take you to the room. The
She
lobby.
can help with the bar if you want.
Well, there
Maybe
you go.
just, look, if she wants to keep a low profile, maybe she can just help keep the upstairs of the house a bit tidy. I'm sure you'll be fine with that.
One final thing, Trixie.
Make sure they stay out of my room.
How come can she see ghosts?
Sophie can see things. When you are deprived of a sense, you tend to develop others more.
Can she speak to ghosts?
I don't know.
One honest answer we need. These phantoms, demons, devils, whatever it is Sophie can see and Gabriella was raving about, do they pose a serious threat to anybody here? Are they tangible? Will they appear? Will we have to deal with them with force?
What's the...
Her mother never knew anything about her and projected her insecurities. Misunderstood Sophie. Sophie can see things, but trust me, what scared your mother is not a danger to her.
So what's going to hurt mother?
What scared her mother?
The things Sophie said she could see.
Well, she's got my vote.
It's fine. Look, take this. I had you that note that Squidly gave to me when we arrived. The one about.
Mr. Northcote.
See if you can make sense of that. I'll take her upstairs and I'll catch up.
Squealy looks at you all. Squealy and Nat, and now James. They're all kind of like super fascinated and kind of like looking at Sophie, kind of like, "Oh, this is cool." But Squealy, when you mention Nevercall, it says, "Yeah, he was a haberdasher.
A haberdasher.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a peddler of like buttons and handkerchiefs and small things, like a mercer."
Right, you three. Can you get on with making some stew then?
Well, me?
Well, been teaching you, so you should be alright by now. We start.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we can cook, but I mean, we want to like hang out with Sophie.
Well, you can do that later. But
No,
you need to
let me
earn
go
your-
hang out with Sophie. They
Come
call
on.
me speaking
We're
cat
letting you
now.
stay here, and we're looking after the place, kind of.
Because the magic cat won't speak to me, the wizard cat. So, but this one speaks.
Well, you need to earn your keep around here, so you have to start pulling your weight a little bit more.
What are you talking about? My weight?
Your weight. Everyone has a weight.
Yeah. Well, you have a problem with my weight?
You need to pull it more.
What do you mean pull it more? Pull it where?
Like,
I can handle my weight, big guy.
you can handle your weight.
Yeah.
Well, then use it and go and start cooking.
Kind of like puts his stomach in a bit.
This is Jake.
Yeah.
I've always
Fault
said you have
guy.
a way with words.
Actually, Squidly, you're relieved. You come with us.
Oh. Okay. And Jenks goes, starts preparing something with. You left potatoes there, or
There's bits in the
yeah, there's bits and pieces. Okay, he starts preparing. It's very standard first. Squidly goes with you. Where are you going?
We'll just go upstairs to show the room.
Okay. Yeah, Nat and Squidly go. Scholar follows
I didn't
the
say
cat.
Nat. I didn't say Nat.
Yeah, but Nat follows. So
No, that's true. It's Squidly.
Everyone else is going.
I'm going to go in the kitchen and I'm going to try and help with the cooking because I don't know how to do that. He's going to teach me.
Okay. So the moment you come in, Jenks looks at you. Huh. Hey, you know that wizard cat you mentioned? I don't think it's a wizard. I think
I can't remember where I heard it now, but
that you might have misheard then, because it's just a cat, man.
usually they're more secretive. I'm surprised the one that came today was speaking to us.
Oh yeah, that school one. That's really kicks.
He's definitely magic.
Yeah. Okay, you got these potatoes. I'll do the onions.
Okay.
Yeah, just cut it anyway, really.
I'll try and do it with my mage hand.
Okay.
Because mage hand.
Go. I mean, you can use one mage hand, and
Yeah.
then the other one was
Just knife through my
yeah,
hand.
knife in the hand. And James is like, wow, so cool. So you start preparing the food. You go upstairs. You guys, you stay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay a bit.
I'm just going to sit and think about life.
Okay.
That's all getting out of hand.
Just stroke his hand, just.
You upstairs. Where are you taking?
Go to my room. It's on the third
Yep. Okay.
floor.
She looks around.
So this is my room. There's a ladder just up here that takes you to a small little window that you can look out over the city if you like. It's
She
quite
immediately
nice
goes and
peaceful.
starts climbing the ladder.
Okay. The bathroom's back there is pretty bad condition, to be honest with you. No frogs in this bath, but we just got to make do for a little bit. We're getting it fixed up. It'll take some time, but you can take the bed. I'll have the floor for her.
She climbs down the ladder. She was kind of like halfway through listening to you, and then she climbs back and Trix says, she likes things neat and orderly and cleaner, so
Well, if
she'll
you,
clean this up.
I mean, I'd be grateful if she did. If you follow me, I'll walk across the hall. This is Niall Withen's bedroom. As you can see, it's a little bit of nick.
Much better.
Yeah,
We'll take this one then.
I don't think he'll have that, unfortunately, but he was rolling snow around in here for quite some time, so that gives you any ideas how to clean up. But we can't offer you much in the way of comfort, but, maybe in a couple of 10 days we'll have
When they
ourselves
do.
all together. Well, that's part of the life now, unfortunately. You know, you leave your bed's house, you gotta make do with what you get because they don't want to give handouts. So.
Okay.
Now, Sophie, I assume, can do some elements of, let's say, magic, for want of a better word.
She has shown. She has what you could say are unexplained powers, as she's not trained.
No, that's fine, but Squidly,
Yeah.
come over here.
Okay.
Now, you're, all part of the same blood as me and Sophie, so someday, if you try hard, I think you might be able to find you could do the extraordinary as well. I know Jenks is interested in being a wizard, but I think there might be something in you.
Really? Why? Why do you think so? I'm good with the bow.
Yeah, you are. And you're getting better with the knife I gave you as well, but,
Yeah.
and I'll do like a small minor illusion of just like 3 spinning balls
Mm-hmm.
between my hand.
Wow.
When I was younger, I read a lot of books that taught me how to do some amazing things, and I think if you try, you might find there's something new as well. So
Okay.
take care of
Yeah.
Sophie and see what she can teach you.
Sure. Nat is excited to like teach her to sign.
Yeah, that would be good as well. Now I'm gonna just go back to my room. I'm gonna take out a short bow
Mm-hmm.
that I have there and give it to Sophie, and just some arrows.
She kind of like grabs it and looks at you weird.
Maybe Squidly can teach you how to use that as a just in case.
Oh yeah, but why don't you give me a good short bow? Like I have my toy one.
Well, you teach her how to use that, and maybe I'll get you a proper one as well. Prove that you can use it.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'll go get back down to the others, but you guys.
Arming children.
I gave him a knife ages
It's
ago.
medieval times, man. It's cool.
You have a little, you lot get to know each other, and then come down for stew and
Yeah, they're
15.
both staying there with Sophie and the cat.
look after Scholar as well. Trix, you introduce yourself to him. He's a good boy. He's a bit old and slow now, but
Scholar is kind of like smelling, and you realize Scholar is like super chill with everything, animals, and it's a pup dog in a very busy city. But you can tell there is it's keeping its distance from Trix, kind of like not distrusting, but there's something that puts him off a bit.
Everyone come down for food in a bit. Gotta close the door and head downstairs.
Okay.
They're my weird family.
Okay, so you all guys are you gonna like eat and prepare for the night, or is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, what's that plan for tomorrow? What is this, Mr. Northgard that we just met?
So do we go to that, or do we try and close one of the threads we already got? We need to go to that boat somehow. I don't know how we can get there. Maybe we should speak to your people again, tell them what the dragon told us, and try and get more potions, and we can go see the boat, go underneath it and see what the thing is.
I thought you were gonna pick up some more potions just when you went earlier.
Did we do that?
I thought we were going to go. We didn't pick up any potions. I thought we were going to go see Trench.
Oh yeah, we're working to see Trench.
Although we also got the medallions now, we can go into the towers if we want to. So we've got enough, we've got 5.
Would you want to go and see Trench this afternoon, then we can go and do the medallion thing tomorrow? It's been a bit of a long day already with the dragon and the
Medallion sounds dangerous.
He's probably still in his office, isn't he?
Why is the medallions dangerous?
Well, we got into a tower, some dangerous folk.
Oh yeah, but it sounded like it wasn't that dangerous though.
No, talk of Manchun, the ancient wizard.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
the
like
sounds of it-
1,000-year-old wizard.
1,000 it wasn't him, it was like one of his clones. or
Yeah,
something.
called the Terror. Sounds pretty terrifying to me.
Wow.
Terror is someone else.
That's the
Then
orc.
there's the Terra, and then that's the orc, and then there's Henshin's clone somewhere else. Like he's not in the tower; he's in the place that's inside the tower.
But from what I understood, it'd probably be kind of like a really old, out-of-date clone, so not that much of a problem.
Well, like we won't see those because they would have come out. They come out anyway, right? So if we go into the tower, we'll see the Terra and stuff. We don't know why we're going in there. That's the main reason we shouldn't go in because we have no reason to.
No, they have one of the eyes.
Right. So let's go in there for that reason, and then we'll deal
Wait,
with
no,
the Terra.
sorry, I might be wrong. They do have one of the
They-
eyes, right? Because they had two, and then Xanathus took one.
So they've got
Yes.
one, yeah.
Let's go the other one.
Well, we know there's the what do you call it,
The
prophecy
extras, yeah.
that told us kind of roughly where they might be.
So the Sanatos Guild's got one.
We reckon that the pirate guy's got one.
Oh yeah, pirates.
That family. The,
Oh, the family took the other one.
yeah, what are they called? The bloody
Well,
Rollhounds.
we think it's the family, but we also think that maybe.
The robots. I think. Feel free to disagree. It's just my 2 cents. I think we should. We could probably catch Trent now.
Mm.
Give him the lowdown on all we know about the dragons and about the pirates. Set up that meeting. Because
But didn't he want us to set up the meeting?
no, we will
He-
set up
yeah.
the meeting, but just let him know that we're moving forward with that.
Yeah. And hang on a minute. What about this letter? What's the letter say?
Please come see me at the Seven Masks Theatre for great business opportunities.
Okay.
Which
Where
way?
is that?
The Seven Masks, you would know where it is.
There was no
Certainly.
time on it.
Yeah, weird.
But you would know as well, Niall and Millie, as it is pretty well known. One second. It is in the southwest corner of Snail Street and Spiderweb Alley.
Okay.
And Snail Street, I can tell you in a second.
Oh, I know where Snail Street is. I lived there.
Is the big one that goes down south to the C and the K of Dock Ward? Of Dock? Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah.
And Spiderweb Alley is the alley right on top
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
DOC of Dock.
So it's there.
Yeah, it's in the southwest corner, or like, yeah, essentially facing the big Snail Street.
Seven Mask Theatre is actually not too far from where I was staying. It's not too far from the Bowers. I really do need to pop in there and let them know that I don't actually live there anymore. Remember I told that boy when we left that morning I probably wouldn't be back. I haven't actually seen him since. Which means I've left out on that rent I could have recollected, which is actually...
It's probably not that much.
just thought I'd keep it as a safe house after we were attacked at one time. But
Well, it's a bit farther from here. Should we just go see Mr. Trench?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you'll go
That's a
to
good
see
idea.
Trench. As you go, you try to enter you enter the hallway that leads to where his door is.
I'm
But-
just going to stay back and mind the stew.
You're
Well,
gonna
we've
mind
eaten
the
already,
street.
no?
Have we?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we presume we'd.
Just...
I mean, unless you really want to stay.
No, I wasn't going to do anything, just... I don't know.
And when you get to the door, it's closed.
Mr. Trench!
The kind of like the sign moves a bit, but he doesn't appear to be home.
I was really looking forward to that walking baseline.
Does he have any working hours on the door?
What time is it?
It's about.
Is it weird that he would be closed? Sorry, should be a better question.
I mean, you only been here twice or once. You
Twice.
Yeah, I was thinking about Silas in particular. So, yeah, I mean, you don't know. You both times you came more or less in the morning, so you don't know. But it is quite late now. It is because you went to Watchful Order after, since Zellifarn. So I'm gonna say that it's already in like 6-7 p.m., which in the middle of winter is dark.
I guess investigators have to go out and investigate sometimes.
Yeah, must be out prowling the streets.
Is it straight? I mean, he's been investigating some dangerous people. Do we want to check in on him, make sure there hasn't been some kind of altercation taking place in this.
Should we come back in the morning when we usually come?
I mean, you can't just break in on the first day saying he's not there, right? That would be weird. They can just go places. Well, we're not home right now.
That's true.
Take a look, see if the lock's been picked.
Also, the Dungeon Master doesn't have a black and white filter button on his stream deck yet.
Yeah, look at the door. Does it look like it's been tampered with at all?
Make an investigation check.
Are you aiding?
I'm looking at it. I'm shining a light.
With the phone? What do you make?
When I dance the lights.
Oh, okay. It looks like you were holding a phone.
17.
17. In your professional opinion, no. Doesn't appear to have like scratch markers of classic putting the pig. That nothing.
Yeah, you.
It's an old lock,
All
brass.
seems in order, so yeah, maybe you're right. I might just be being a bit jumpy with our recent drop-ins and the explosions and things going on the street. Just feels like everyone's out to get everybody at the minute.
So we'll come back in the morning.
I'm just gonna walk up to the door, just place my hand on the door and close my eyes. I'm gonna get a coin out of my pocket and I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts. Just kind of ping.
Okay. So you go. And nothing's coming from. It is 30 feet, no?
Yeah.
30 feet, which is the office. It's all there is there. As
Yeah.
far as you can tell, there aren't even doors leading to other rooms or anything like that. And you go. No. It's empty.
Yeah, he's not home.
Do we know if he lives there?
He's not in the office.
Well, alright, well, we can try again in the morning.
Well, better time the early night, ready for the busy day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a bit too early, isn't it? Does anyone want to play some cards?
Yeah. Don't really know how to play cards, but give it a go.
It's alright, we'll play for money then. That way
Right,
you'll
let's play
learn
quickly.
this.
We've got 1 minute. Let's go.
So you'll go back to the.
Yeah.
You are minding the studio set. No. Who said?
No,
No,
I
no
thought,
one
I thought
did
we
that.
had eaten already.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
exactly
okay.
what
So
we
this is after. Yeah, okay. So you all go to bed,
Yeah.
or
So I've got a night mission in mind.
you got
I've
what?
got a night mission in mind that I want to do when people go to sleep.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Are you
Yes.
waiting for everyone to go to bed, or you
Yes.
setting up watches, or you just everyone wants to
set
go?
up watches. Especially
Yeah, no,
if
you
your
already
sister-
told me. I asked you once, more or less, was your standard, so we don't have to do it every night.
Yeah, okay.
And you said that you wouldn't be saying like
Well,
permanent
but
watches.
today
We are
that
now.
if your cousin is around, and I don't know what
We
you
did one last night.
Yeah. Okay. So
Well,
Bet
let's
some money on cards.
let's do it, and then in
Right.
your watch you can just do whatever you want.
yeah. Okay. Just
I'll-
so what are the watches?
I'll start the first watch.
I either do
5
first
cards.
or last watch every
I don't know
time.
how what the rules are.
Well, you do the first, I'll do the
Okay, so
second.
I'm gonna say
I'll take third.
You
arrange the
playing as
minis in the watch order and just keep them like
I've
that.
got a long
Oh,
night,
you're not
I've
playing
got
cards?
a long night routine and a long morning routine.
well? Does anyone want in on cards?
Minutes
We'll
in
do
your
it by
last,
just
you said.
rolling dice.
Third.
Like
Okay,
the highest
there
number
we go.
wins.
So you start with the watch if you're gonna be playing cards. My will and you go last. You've been demoted.
I'm old, I don't go on what?
Tom doesn't watch. I'm saying right.
Scholar watches with
You
just
can go
two
third if you want.
Do that, you got to put 5 shards in.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
You rolled a 7, which is
your watches
normal.
go by eventually, and then
I'm out.
you
I
get
win?
woken up. Millie.
I know, we haven't rolled yet.
So in my
Just roll
watch,
2 dice.
I want to go down
What's
to
a good
No,
number?
Evan's
roll.
basement.
You got a beat.
Yes.
No, you haven't rolled.
He's
You
not
got
in
a
there,
beat
right?
7.
Well,
George
he
Scotty High. I rolled
is
5.
sleeping
Oh, he's the highest
upstairs.
roll.
But he's not going in there at the moment. He's gone to sleep.
No, George wins.
Well, you don't know.
Well,
The
you
trapdoor
didn't
is
do it.
closed.
Yeah, I would
I'm
have.
gonna go down
Yeah, but
there.
you
Oh,
I'm
not,
gonna
no.
I would have put money
try and
in.
see
It
if
was
he's in
playing,
there.
playing against him.
Okay, you
What?
doing stealthy
That
or?
doesn't-
I'm gonna open
That
it
doesn't.
stealthy.
No,
Yes.
that's what you
Okay,
said
roll
you
for
won.
stealth.
Fair and square.
Can't not put money in it.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But he would have just won
Hey,
it.
If he
okay.
lost, if I lost, I
You
would have
go-
put money in.
I'll break his leg.
Makes a bit of a noise. Put your head out. So it's dark.
10.
You have
Let's see,
that
it's got
vision?
heavy armor.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and you see that the place used to be empty.
Those
I'm
cats were
gonna
mine.
go in. I'm gonna cast light on my necklace so
Yeah.
I can see.
I'm going to keep how much
Take
money I
my
have as
charcoal.
surprise.
I'm gonna draw some big black antlers on the walls, and then I'm gonna start tampering with all this stuff so it's just slightly off, so that if there's any like tubes or anything, it's like set so that things are gonna kind of fall apart or break at whatever point.
He's trying to frame
So
me.
you're trying to.
Tampering with all of his alchemy here.
Okay, but are you going? Are you?
I'm
There
also
are some
gonna
things,
list
some
all
liquids. There are some mixtures that are kind of like half worked. Do you want to ruin them?
I'll spit in that.
Yeah. Okay. So you start tampering with the whole thing. Make a general
Evil check.
craft tampering check.
So that's a natural 11. I don't know why I had that.
Maybe intelligence, just to see,
Okay,
you know, to figure out to set things so they break when they're touched and that kind of thing.
That is 11.
Okay. And then you, with charcoal, you draw what?
Black antlers.
Black antlers in the wall. Right.
And then I go back to bed.
Okay. And then you go back to bed.
Or finish my watch and then go back to bed.
Okay. So, who's fourth watch? Wait, let's just wait for the. I don't know why everyone left.
Go for a PP.
Oh, they go for big. Okay, let's do a quick break.
Actually, they said they quit. Just ran off.
Yeah, let's do a quick break because I'm also going for. So, Keth. So Millie, after that, you wake up Keth. Keth, you start your watch. Appears to everything going uneventfully. You wake up
No.
Silas.
Not with him.
Oh, now with him.
Yeah.
Okay. You wake up now with him. Now with him. You start your morning routine.
Yep.
You're gonna start
1,000 push-ups,
some push-ups,
1,000 sit-ups,
sit-ups. Okay.
wax the mustache,
Yeah.
shave entire body,
You shave your entire body.
Oh my god.
And your mustache?
but with lightning.
That's not gonna end well.
All your spell slots. Is it?
As you're doing that, yeah, as you are like halfway through your
half shaved.
half your way through your sweaty push-ups, your armor off and everything, obviously.
Just to hammer home that your armour is up.
You hear outside your window. Can you put the mano map, please? In fact, now you can put minis where everyone is standing if you want. In fact, I have minis for the
In
In fact, I
kids.
have this three-dimensional house later.
I have minis for the kids that I brought. So you have they're not kids, but whatever. This is the wizard, so that's Jenks. This has a bow, so that's Squidly. This is with the sword. This is Nat,
How were they sleep?
and this is Sophie
Go to the spare room or the bedroom.
That's Millie's room. That's
With-
got a hole in it,
Sophie's
hasn't it?
dark.
with Trix,
No,
and
she's over here.
Elgin.
Yeah, that's your room.
Yeah, no, but her room's got a hole in the roof.
Elgin
Right.
is.
Yeah, as you can tell, your manner is pretty.
You sleep in Genmord's room?
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause there's no-
So where is Genhorn?
We're both in here because there's no
In the
roof.
den.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I sleep this side of the fire.
Okay. So wow, that room is packed. Okay, so you're going through your things, and you hear outside the window, kind of like, fuck.
Run to the window immediately.
Okay, you run to the window immediately, and as you go there, you see 4 figures that are climbing the walls, and one of them kind of like, slipped or something, and is hanging in a weird position. And there is the figure that is closest to you is some kind of like hooded person.
Front of the house or side of the house?
Side of the house, there. Some kind of hooded person that's just looked, and then immediately looks up, and you go like, huh! All sweaty, in the with the chill, almost morning air. And he's like, fuck! And she starts climbing as fast as possible. Roll initiative, Niall.
Drip sweat.
My nipples take them by surprise.
He hadn't shaved yet, so they were hidden.
14.
You are cold.
It's cold, he's been using those to shave.
Yeah. So if you attack with one, like a dagger, can you bonus attack with the other?
So,
So I haven't got my slots back though.
Yeah, you should because you were the last one in the
yeah,
course.
you have your slots back. What did you roll?
14.
14.
But you're
Okay.
the only person that would have had your slots back, because you're the only person that would have completed a long rest.
Except for us half elves.
Oh yeah. No.
No, it's
That's
still
not how
8
it
hours.
Yeah, it's fine. I've already short rested.
You just have to have a
Good
very
goal.
chill fight. Just like,
You can't cheat
zone
your.
out, fight.
I'm a warlock.
Eldritch Blast.
Don't have Eldritch Rest. It's like Eldritch.
Okay.
Pass the lights.
So how close am I
Just
to that?
pretend.
Eldritch Blast.
Well,
Like a really slow moving light.
so the person that is furthest up is about 10 feet.
I can put them on the map if you want, because we've got all different floors.
That'd be
Sure.
confusing.
They'll be here.
There's a line like that.
That's true.
So where is the top floor? The windows? Whether they, because the stairs are here, or here. Probably Could be either way, to be honest.
Okay,
They could be
so
either there or they could be here.
the moment that person sees you
Yeah,
and
looks
starts
at you,
climbing
alright.
fast,
Okay, so
she's quite fast
Amazing.
and she reaches the edge as you kind of like try to pull away from the window. She kind of like goes, reaches the edge and tries and grapple you. Tries to grab you from by the scruff.
Disadvantage because of the slippiness and sweat.
Yeah, but make an athletics or acrobatics check. You will.
So it's obviously going to be athletics.
You
That's
got
possible.
Oh, you got that box
Yeah,
round.
so
You got some grapple sounds.
Yeah, give us some battle music
Me a
this is
10.
to chill that music.
Go a
Yep.
badge.
What do you roll? 10. She manages to grab you by the neck, and she's kind of like holding onto the windowsill and grabs you by the neck and says, "Shut up!" And it's a woman's face, kind of like light bronze skin with reddish hair, kind of streaming down, but she's hooded and dark black eyes, kind of looking at you, and she kind of like pulls your face next to her. "Shut up! Don't make a sound." And the rest are climbing behind her a bit further down. It is your turn now. What do you do?
Okay, so.
So
where-
you're grappled currently. She
Yeah.
kind of like pulled you
So,
towards her.
where are the others?
All in our room.
The-
No,
as far as you can tell,
Where are the other people?
well, they're all climbing there.
Like,
Like
how like, far?
they're about. So the person that made the noise is probably about 20 feet. The other ones are 10 and 15.
There's a voice inside your head that says, "Don't kill the children."
15-foot cube.
Don't kill the children.
Where are the children?
Right below you.
Down there.
That was it, more like on the bath, right below the bath. Your bath.
Is there a hole in the ground there? No.
Isn't there holes in the entire house?
Yeah. So you are here now, William, just so you're like, at the moment, you're standing up here.
Yeah, I have, if you want,
Whoa!
A whole 3 replica of the house
We should make that.
of Lego.
Not the worst.
You got Legos.
I think after Jane died, you'd probably be able to do it.
I wonder if you'll let me do this.
Jenga.
Gen Con.
Oh, Jenga.
Oh, because all the stuff in there.
I don't know why it went all the way there. I
What's
put
he got?
everything here.
What's coming from
So if you wanna like set the rises with the different levels, while Niall tells me what he's gonna do.
Have you got some minutes for the
Yes. Yes.
Wait, this is going to be even more confusing. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is
you
the
don't-
woman.
For now, you probably don't need the risers.
Yeah. Just tell me what you're doing, Niall.
Well, I either I want to do shatter, but only if you let me sort of target, put it in a nice position.
That's how Shadow works.
But I can't see, so I don't know.
You
what
picked a point,
what
don't
position
you?
it is.
You're kind of like
Yeah.
leaning over the window, looking down
Yeah.
at the
So
sheer.
you pick a point in this 10-foot radius sphere.
You pick a point
centered on a point.
on a point anywhere, so you can center in the middle of like. It doesn't need to be a point on the ground. That's what I mean, right?
No.
So where do you
point
want to
of
center
your
it?
choice within range.
Within range.
Yeah. So I just want to get basically as many of them as I can.
Well, you'll be able to get everyone, because he said that the person that's at
So
the
it
bottom
is.
20 feet.
So one is next to you, then it's 10, 15, and 20. Imagine, and they're all like close to each other.
So if you put it in the middle of them, 10 foot up, 10 foot down.
Yeah.
Okay, you can put it there in kind of like in an empty space in the air.
Uh-huh.
So the radius gets all 3 of them, the ones that are climbing.
Yep. A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense erupts from a point of your choice. Each
Yeah.
creature in a 10-foot radius must make a Constitution saving throw. Con 13.
Okay, so you go as she's holding you. You get your hand out. What's the weight?
Con 13.
No. Does it require material components?
Oh shit.
What's your focus?
DSM.
What's your
Ooh,
focus?
yeah,
and what's your focus?
My focus is
Your shield. And
my sheer
You're nowhere in your focus now because you are naked doing push-ups.
But my focus is my like medallion.
What medallion? I don't know. What's your focus? You tell
It's
me.
my symbol.
Your holy symbol.
Yeah.
Okay, and you wearing that
I
while
wear
you
it all the time.
push-ups.
It's the only thing I keep on.
It's believable, I'd say.
He's
Naked
completely
with a necklace.
naked, just with the ass.
Jord is always wearing necklaces.
So there was where dog tags the moves when they're doing push-ups.
Yeah.
It looks badass. But
Yeah.
Okay, so you grab your holy symbol and she's kind of like holding you there and
It's
you
not
go,
good.
"Rah!" And suddenly it's like, it's the one that makes a lot of noise, huh?
Wait, this does then raise another thing, just because I thought it was your shield, but this means if you have your warhammer in your shield, you cannot do
Yeah, you cannot cast
Spells.
spells with material components. You need to be careful with that.
because
Material components
you
and
don't have
focus,
Warcaster.
foci, you need to be aware of how those interact.
Resist
You need a free hand to grab your
Because I always
focus.
thought yours was on your shield, like you had your symbol on your
Yeah, it
shield.
wasn't the shield.
So, first one fails, second one is natural 20, and third one is 17. So, one miss, yeah, doesn't
So
save.
they take half as much damage, but obviously,
Full power.
yes, full damage.
You're doing full power.
Yes.
So, what's the damage?
3d8.
24.
So it's 24 to the first and 12 and 12 to the other two. So suddenly, you all. This is the
You
one that
can't
makes.
silence me, woman!
This is the one that makes a ton of noise. So for the first one, I'm gonna
The
make.
worst thing she possibly
I'm gonna
wanted.
make. I'm gonna make also a save to see if they manage to hang onto the wall. The other two. Wow! The one that took the full damage manages suddenly it's like an explosion. He goes against the wall, but manages to hold on. The other two though, that took less damage, they're already bad, and they go like and they just fall, and they will take. You're on the third floor, and they were 10 feet, so it's 6 each.
Compound.
Spain! Mad Spain!
Oh yeah. So it's 3d6. Wow.
I think he'll land in all the rubble he's been throwing out of his mouth.
All the spikes.
Uh-huh.
Everyone wakes up like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. Truth or dare, it's fine. It's fine.
And they go like, so two of them fall, the other one stays. It is their turn now, and the one that stay there kind of like climbs the rest of the distance, 10 feet, and he's gonna use just one hand to get out a short sword, and tries to like hit you with it. Oh, natural 20s. So you take.
And I'll leave a scar.
You take 6 and 2, 8 points of piercing damage as it manages to like piercing the shoulder. Also holding by the windowsill, and the other two kind of like use half the movement to stand up and start climbing again, but very slowly. And at that point, I need everyone. This is enough to wake everyone because of the shatter. Everyone roll initiative with disadvantage. Roll initiative with disadvantage because you are waking up like with the sound. So your reaction is not as fast, obviously.
So have we had a long rest or not?
Yes. This is at the tail end of the watch. So.
9.
9, Keth. Millie.
5.
5. Genhorn.
6.
6. And Silas.
6 as well.
6.
But higher dex than Gavin.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll. Yeah. The disadvantage is to kind of like signify that even though you wake up, you're like, what the fuck's going on? But this ringing noise, everyone starts waking
Can I
up.
just retcon one thing quickly? 'Cause
Yeah.
I forgot we were down. Is anyone else down on HP before we went to sleep?
I was
I was
one.
down 2.
Okay. I'll have used the I had spell slots left, so I would have got the unicorn and just healed us before we went to bed.
I didn't realise we were down, so I forgot. Sure. Yeah. I mean, okay. Yep. So that was their turn, and we're now back at the top. So the woman will. What will she do? What will she do? She
better start running.
She
What's she better
will climb. She will make an acrobatics check to climb onto. That's fine. To climb onto the room and kind of like pushes you out of the way and grapples you essentially.
If you're aware, that particular window is a two hex window as opposed to a 1 hex window.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna make a difference.
Well, yeah.
One-
Oh, sorry.
one
There's
and a half, actually.
There is another guy hanging from the windowsill there. So put that
She's
one.
now in.
Put that one there.
Where's the one in that bedroom?
So put that
It's
one
got a
there.
hole in it, isn't it?
Oh, right.
That's why you're
So
not.
this one is
And-
where?
It's next to the window. It's the one that pierced, that
I
attacked.
thought that one had a hole in it. The library.
And these two are climbing a bit further down.
Yeah, there's a few holes.
I thought the kids were in this bedroom.
No.
Because
No.
they're in that bedroom with the cat, aren't they? In the bed where the cat was.
That's where
Yeah, the
Millie
bedroom.
was.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought that was where Millie was, but yeah.
I think that's the plan when it's all set up. They'll have the small one.
So the woman kind of like pushes you back,
Should I climb
and
into
then she takes out a rapier and a dagger. Shoot! It's like, I told you to stay silent. And she goes, and she's gonna attack you with the rapier once. That's yeah. You don't have your armor, right?
No.
No. That's
No.
16 to hit. That's gonna hit, I'm assuming.
That would hit.
And we'll attack you.
Alvin suddenly very dexterous.
17 to hit
Oh, yeah.
and 19 to hit. So she attacks you
Wow.
twice with the rapier and once with the dagger. So you take
Oh wait, I didn't do my reaction last time.
You take it like a champ.
no
That's what you
Yeah.
12 points of damage with the rapier of the 2 attacks, plus 7 points with the dagger.
I'm down.
You're down. She goes shing, shing, and then as you kind of like
Can I use my reaction like I did last time?
Yes.
yes,
Before, yeah.
yeah, because you can use it with each attack, in the middle of each attack. So before the last one.
So if you kill it, which does the second one.
So what was it?
She's down 12.
No, only it hit the 3 people. I think blindly.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
DC 13.
DC 13. It's a dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16. So she takes half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Wrath of Storm.
2d8. 7.
Oh.
3.
So 10, so 5. So after the first rapier attack, you go, "Ah!" and there is again another booming sound that you all hear, and she kind of like takes it. It's like, "Ah!"
If I survived one more time, I had a good move. It would be great.
Comes with the rapier again, and then you kind of like go down to one knee, and she comes with the dagger and stabs you in the shoulder here. You go, "Ah!" You feel yourself losing consciousness as she kind of like pushes down onto the ground with the dagger. And it is now your turn, so roll the death
Why
save.
does this keep happening?
I'm going to roll initiative for Scholar as well.
Yes, sure thing.
With disadvantage.
11.
11. Okay, you got one success.
Scholar rolled a 1 plus, I think, like, so 3.
He's probably thinking his
Yeah.
brother dreaming is kicking with his leg.
Stuff is happening that you don't know about with their initiative. Keth, you're like, what the fuck is that? And you hear the screams and booming sound and everything coming from that area. It's pretty loud.
I shout, another fireball! And I just take, I just grab the glass of water that I have by my windowsill. I grab my short sword and I start running downstairs. And I tell her, Elgin, stay in your room! And I just keep running downstairs.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
how,
come
I mean,
out.
I mean, I got 30 30 of movement.
You get dash, don't you?
Well, I mean, I'm running to see what happened, and
Okay.
what do I see? That's
So yeah, you
30's there.
stays there. So
What
you
does it-
come out into this room, and you hear from the next room like voices and shouting, and you hear a woman's voice that you don't recognize and say, "Take him." From Niall's room, obviously. It's,
Okay,
it's
I-
pretty obvious. That's where the big sound came from. And the
Shit.
second sound, a bit smaller.
I shout, Silas! They're in Niall's room! And I'm gonna gulp the water.
Alright, so you use your action to cast Armor of Athis.
Yeah.
You just wanted to drink the water.
Oh, you're just trying the water. Oh, I'm thirsty.
Now, you know
Sounds
what?
like a
You
better
know what?
idea.
I'm gonna just chunk the water in the ground,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna say, it's time for spitterness, and I'm gonna run, cast the expeditious retreat.
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
So you can move another 30. You appear into the room and you see Niall in the ground, blood pooling around him, several wounds appear in his body and shoulder, and there is naked. His holy symbol hanging there in a pool of blood, and there is this woman that
Actually.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how it looks. She has a kind of like black leather. There we are. So you see her and Niall.
Let's see.
She has like this red hair, kind of like this mask, and
Like, I'm
a
gonna say
rapier
something.
and a dagger, and she's standing on top of Niall's body, and you see next to her a guy, kind of beefy, also wearing some kind of leather armor, and he looks a bit shaken, like, ugh, and he's kind of like grabbing
Grabbing Niall with him.
Niall's with him, body to kind of like lift him. That's what you see.
Okay.
And the moment you appear, yeah, the woman looks at you.
What the fuck are you?
Okay. That's, you have your action still, right?
Yeah. I am going to. Shit.
Use your action to run back.
I mean, I am. Have I already, is that all my movement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with the expeditious retreat, you still have your action.
And I heard them say that. Where do you think you're going? I'm gonna cast fairy fire on all of them.
You cannot
cannot
cast.
cast it, so.
You already cast a bonus
Free
action.
cantrip.
You only can only cast a
Is
cantrip.
it a cantrip? Fairy fire? No, it's not.
No.
Oh fuck it! I'm just gonna go and like. I can't do it.
Go on, Eldritch Blast. This
They're
is
not
what you
range.
think, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blaze.
You fucked yourself.
Throw
we're
a
not
ghost sword. And then you can summon it back into your hand.
That's quite. Well, I got my short sword, right?
You got what you grabbed. You had your glass of water and your sword, and now your short sword.
Alright. I gotta say, Silas! They're taking Nalwa then. And I can't do anything about it.
They're just in front of me, but I can't close the gap.
So I'm just gonna use my action to take a step back.
Okay. Okay.
And be like,
And block the doors. So no one else can get through.
well, I can. If you have enough movement, you can. So
You hear huffs and puffs of someone climbing outside the window, like
Yeah.
further trying to get onto the action. And it is now Silas's turn.
I'll jump up and I'll grab my bandolier of, like,
What did Scholar roll? Sorry.
3. So, yeah,
Okay.
3 total. I think
Scholar doesn't roll with disadvantage.
Oh, does he
so
not?
you got
Then
like
he rolled
13
like
or
a
14,
13.
yeah.
Okay, because if you ever heard a dog
Oh yeah, that's true.
that sleeps next to you, waking up in the middle of the night to sounds, it's scary.
Then-
For how fast they can.
Scarlet would have held its action, just like being like barking next to me.
Okay, yeah, because he acted just before Ken, so he's barking,
Yeah.
and he's barking kind of like standing there.
Here.
No, he's barking like at the edge of the door, like the hallway, kind of like barking in the general direction. What do you do?
I'll grab my. As a quick action, can I just put on my like swords belt? As like an equip action, like you would draw a sword, just put on a belt.
Yeah,
But-
yeah,
so
yeah.
I wouldn't-
Okay.
So it's just got my 2 short swords.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna bonus action run with my cunning action. I'm just gonna run my hand along the window sills as I go
Yeah.
and just get lots of dust on.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna burst into the door and then I'm gonna do colour spray.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm just gonna do all this dust.
Wait. So you start running. You grab zoom.
And just slam through the door
all the
and
dust, and you go
pocket sand.
pocket sand. A dazzling array of flashing color light springs from your hand. Roll 6d10.
This is turning into a party.
The total
Oh,
is
that's
how
right.
many hit points of creatures this spell can affect.
Roll high.
Someone give me some D10s.
He's got 0 hit points, so he should be good.
How many D10s in this roll?
I got only 6. I need 2 more.
The total is how many hit points of creatures?
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
10. So 10, 13, 17, 22, 23, 33.
33. Okay, so what happens is as you suddenly see Silas kind of like go past you and burst into a room and go and suddenly like streaks, it's almost like a glitter bomb, like and creatures in a 15-foot cone, so everyone there, originating from you are affected in ascending order of the current hit points.
Yeah.
Ignoring unconscious creatures, so
I'm dying and blind!
in order, wait,
You would have looked great
In
naked.
order the highest.
so highest to lowest.
Yeah.
So, okay, I know who the highest and lowest is. Starting with a creature has the lowest current, it says.
Oh, lowest, yeah.
Each creature affected by this spell is blinded until the end of your next turn. So strike.
Nice.
Okay, so
So it might not affect both of them, but it
So,
should hopefully affect one of them.
Well, it's injured one. They're both injured to degrees.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy took full damage, didn't he? He took 24.
The creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for it to be effective.
Yeah, so you take the first guy's hit points away, and then if that's enough to do the second person, then the second person.
So what was your total? Sorry.
33.
I want to break free.
Okay, so as you do that, you notice that the guy that was trying to grab now with him immediately goes, ah! And the woman that is kind of like standing there tall in the middle of the scene, she goes, covers, and then and looks at you.
Who the hell are you people? You're not the usual lots trying to kill us. We need aid! Shout very loudly.
it is now Genhol's turn.
No, William's down!
How much can I actually hear from down here?
The house is
The house is full of holes.
The house, yeah, no, and
It's just like
the
something
stair
on the side.
hallways are actually quite big. So I'm gonna say it is muffled, but you can hear.
Okay. How much can I metagame?
And the thing is, the sound of the shatter, because it was a bit lower, was on your level. So it comes exactly from that side of the house where the kids sleep. Like the shatter, like boom.
Kids must be terrified.
I mean, I could kind of like cheat a little bit, but I don't know. I mean,
No, you cannot cheat. Just imagine your situation. You just woke up in your room and you hear muffled noise, a massive thunder, like storm, like booming sound, and then muffled shoutings. You know something is going on,
Don't go crazy.
but you don't know the tactical situation of everyone in the room.
You hear now Wooden is down. You heard that.
Can
Now
you hear
yeah,
Wooden
but I
what
don't
the
know
dog
where
say?
though. I have no idea.
Does he know what the dog's saying?
What's the dog saying?
Well, the dog saying is intruder, intruder.
Oh shit.
I would have told Scholar to come with me as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's something
Okay.
I forgot. But he will act on his
yeah,
turn.
yeah.
I'm one step further than I would. Ooh. 15 feet.
I'm gonna run through and try and get a view. Like 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Why do you want to go across the wall?
You through a wall. They're doors.
No, yes,
Yeah, but you did diagonal across the wall.
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Same point.
It doesn't matter. It's just funny. You break through the wall.
We're getting a repairman anyway.
Right next to the door.
It's fine. It's fine. So you go there,
Yeah.
and as that you see the two guys that are literally climbing onto your to the left and the right of the window, like And they actually look at you as you kind of like reach that point.
Get off my house.
Okay.
And there's some unicorn spirit right in front of their face.
Okay, so
He's just like on the wall, just like looking down at them.
can it float? The unicorn spirit.
Well, it doesn't say they can't float.
What's the?
They can swim.
Can it stick to walls?
Okay, so you go, you summon the unicorn spirit, and you hear, and then
To a point you can see. This is
yeah.
sort of a spirit.
Okay, so the unicorn spirit is kind of like going up the vertical wall
on the wall,
and appears next to the guys, and the guys are like, what? Okay, that was your action.
That's mine.
And
Yeah.
kind of, as a Millie, you're up.
Hearing the noise outside, I think
Yeah.
there's another explosion, and
Yeah, you hear the noise coming exactly from where the kids are, more or
gonna
less.
grab my coat, and then I'm gonna go straight out this door. Gonna pop my wings, thinking it's another fire, and then we'll just fly out to here.
Okay.
For the explosion.
Okay, so you go there and you go. Suddenly, you feel the tendrils of light extending from you, and with a powerful bit of wings, you jump off the balcony and kind of like go. And at that, it's very obvious. You immediately see a unicorn that you recognize, kind of like going vertical on the wall. You follow with your sight, and now you see two guys there hanging off the window, and Genhorn shouting, and there's no fire anywhere.
And you can probably hear the shoutings. from
And you
the-
hear also the kids shouting, "Wah!" and running away in the opposite direction. Move the kids all over to the common room. Yeah, they're kind of like rushing towards that direction. It is now finally.
I'm thinking.
Elgin.
Sorry, I'm thinking she can probably
Elgin,
hear the shout from further up.
Yeah, and you hear the shout from further up. Like you say, "Niall is down," and you hear Silas shouting to Scholar, Scholar barking. The whole situation is pretty much obvious now. It is now one of the last guys' turn that had rolled horribly, and that is now right next to you. And he's gonna, because he's kind of like climbing, he's not on the windowsill, he's gonna, with disadvantage, grab his sword and tries to like attack you through the window. With his, oh, sorry. So that's a 17, but disadvantage. And fucking hell. And
Just gonna roll until I get a good roll.
no, it's just he was bouncing and climbing the rest of the dice. 16 to hit.
But I mean, we've not got any armor. have we?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so it's a
That
short
was,
sword.
no.
You take
Ah, that's good.
5 points of piercing damage as it manages to like pierce you through the abdomen.
I'm sick of this.
And it is now another person turn.
Another
Another
person.
person.
As
Oh good. Oh good. Oh good.
Fire.
Fire.
Very
Go
well.
downstairs, grab some
Sticky
apples,
fire.
That's the one that I spat in and it doesn't work. I'll save you.
Tricks.
You see nothing.
Nothing. Jon Snow.
Top of the round, the woman that was first.
Oh, nope.
She looks at you, Silas.
At me?
Yeah. And goes into a stance that you recognize as.
I'm gonna kick the hell out of you.
It is- It is the classic stance that you recognize from kind of like swashbucklers and kind of like acrobatic fighters. And she goes and immediately goes at you. And attacks you twice with the rapier and once with the dagger.
Oh my word.
Can I dodge?
Yes, you may. Well, no, wait, no.
You said it now. She's
Shit.
at disadvantage.
I rolled really bad. I rolled 14 and 13.
Well,
With a rapier.
Both will hit because I've
Oh.
got no armor and I've
You have no
got
armor.
+3
Oh,
dex.
And the dagger is even worse. The
Okay.
dagger doesn't hit. So you take, with the rapier, both attacks hit. You take, you take 13 points of piercing damage as the rapier kind of like ching ching nicks you across the shoulder and on the ribs.
It's gonna be all bloody.
points.
Yeah.
Jesus. How can we do it in a different room?
We didn't have armor on and now it's
Yeah, it's so weird when you don't have the armor. Everything's so dangerous. And she's kind of like chunk chunk attacking you, not saying a word. And it is now Niall's turn. Please, death save.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Boom.
15, wow.
Second success. It's now Scholar's turn.
Oh,
That
back in
he's
the
going to
game.
follow into a room and jump and bark and bite the woman that is attacking you, which is the reaction.
Get in, boy! 13 to hit plus whatever dogs.
Yes, I'm looking for the.
I had
mastiff.
it, I got it on here. It's just
I'm
meant
looking
to
for
Like
it.
a
Alright.
D6.
quick.
That's it attacks with +3.
Where's the pets part of this? I do have a
It's called
list.
extras now.
What did you roll?
Extras.
What you got?
Oh yeah, I got him. I rolled 13.
13 plus whatever.
Yes.
3, 15.
So
No, 16.
yeah, roll your damage.
1d6 plus 1. 6.
Fucking hell.
Wow. Fucking hell, Scholar. Jesus.
I must see it on a strength 11 DC.
Yeah, it jumps and tries to bring the woman to the ground. So it's a strength
11.
11.
So DC 11, sorry.
Which is what I was rolling. 3.
She failed.
Oh,
she's not prone.
Nice.
She's
toast.
She suddenly, she doesn't see a dog that appears barreling through
Scholar.
past you. You're like, oh, I'm gonna stay here, and suddenly Scholar goes
That's a
and
boy.
jumps and brings the woman to the ground. At that, you see a flash.
Oh, shit.
A flash of red right in front of you, Silas, and a winged leathery creature, like maybe this big.
This is not like the imps or whatever it is we saw before.
Maybe it's like an imp. And it goes and attacks appears from invisibility and attacks the guy that you blinded with advantage because it's blinded.
Do you want me to...
It's also attacking.
I'm rolling.
Oh yes, go. Yeah.
Got this prone. All the advantages.
Unless it's using ranged attacks. Tiny bow and arrow.
Ah, damn. Should have brought another sword.
Got one.
No, I should have done less.
Takes ages to get out.
And
You had an action. You couldn't use that.
oh, sorry.
You couldn't use your action last round.
I just wanted to minimize how much shit I was going to get thrown at
You're
me.
gonna die.
What did you do last round as your action? Oh no, you...
Took one step back.
Yeah, take a step back.
I just wanted to make sure there's only one person who would like keep the shit out of me.
Instead
And
you let them kick the shit out of me.
suddenly you see this aim kind of materializing on top of the guy that is looking around blinded, and with the stinger goes into the ribs, and suddenly all the veins in the arteries in his face kind of like turn green, and he goes down to ground, and the aim kind of like lets go and starts
Wow.
hovering.
NPCs, MVPs.
I don't have an imp creature.
Do you want to use the little cat?
It is now
I used to
that
just-
guy's turn, but he's pretty dead. And it's now Cat's turn.
Not my turn. You have a go?
No, I was first of the
You're
Yeah.
woken up.
You're
Yeah.
not rage.
You don't woke, mate.
Fuck, mate. I'm just like so like downstairs. I don't know what's going on.
Alright, that's what the hell.
You're like so down.
I'm just gonna squeeze in the room
Mm-hmm.
and just die!
Okay.
Die, intruder!
You forgot how to use a sword.
Well, it's
I'm angry and tired.
it's a short sword. Yeah, what did I do with this?
Yep. Go. Chunk, chunk. Yeah, go for it.
Actually, no. Before I do that, I'm gonna say die, which means that it's cursed.
Okay. So you shout that, and suddenly white motes of light kind of like surround her body.
With advantage, which is prone.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's a 19. So that's a critical. Because with my Hex
Hex
Blade
Blade
curse, it's a critical.
That's correct.
It's only 1d6, but
Well, 2d6 plus your charisma. Well, not charisma.
Six.
This one. This one is.
well, I'm using my. It is my bonded weapon.
Oh,
so
yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
my 6, 8 plus 4. That's 12 points of damage.
12. You go and kind of like find a chink in the leather armor and sinks into her abdomen as well. And she's like, "You fuckers!" It's now Climber turn. Climber turn will just keep climbing and appear into the bedroom.
This one.
Yeah.
Hello.
So one is with Genholm, but the other one climbs up appears there and sees the situation, and he's gonna, with his crossbow, shoot either at you or you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6.
Bring it on.
You only realise the situation when he's fully climbed in the window and not like as he peeks through.
He jumps in.
Wow, that's really bad. 7. He goes and
So nowhere.
kind of like against the wall. And he's kind of like, fuck, and starts trying to reload his crossbow. Silence,
like
you're up.
butterflies, sting like a bee.
Deal with her, I say as I run and try and make a show of attack against that guy, just knock him back out the window.
Okay, make a show of attack.
I'm just trying to shoulder barge him.
Yeah, yeah.
13.
Wow, that's really bad. He rolled a 6. I'm gonna give him. So you shove him. He kind of like hits and starts going out as he was trying to reload. I'm gonna give him a dexterity saving throw to just kind of like hold to the sides of the window.
Would that be a high DC? He says I get to move him 5 feet.
Sorry? Yeah, you move him 5 feet, which would be. But the thing is, because. Okay, imagine trying to shove someone out of that. There's a lot of leverage that they can.
Oh yeah.
Their ass can go to the window and then they can grab. If you move them 5 feet in like open terrain.
Oh, there's a roll of 1.
Well, he rolled a 3.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gonna fall. So each floor is
Enjoy that 6d6 of.
is 30 feet, so there's 66.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, you're there like fighting with the guy and suddenly.
I didn't know they were all trying to get to my room.
Jordan
I
was climbing my
would have
house.
done gust of wind. but-
12, 13, 18 hit points.
Sweet.
Just had to knock her out.
That's dangerous.
And there's no noise.
You have to do a lot more damage.
No more sounds coming from that guy. What are you doing with the rest? I mean, I don't know if you have bonus.
I will just draw my short sword as a quick action, then can I draw my other one as a bonus action?
Yeah,
And I'll
sure.
just look out the window.
Yeah, you see the unicorn and another guy and Millie kind of like floating there in the air. The guy just below you.
I'll look at you just because you're floating. Now Withen's bleeding out. He needs aid.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Genhorn.
I'm gonna. I thought, why am I over here? So I'm gonna just walk away from this guy at the window.
Yeah, he's gonna try to opportunity to attack you.
Still with disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Still,
So that's 13.
Oh, well, yes. 10, so it's.
So you take 8 points of piercing damage. You roll a 6 on a d6.
What a bitch.
Manages to like you see this as you're looking down. The guy's kind of like piercing through the window.
Retcon another 2 points of damage to the woman.
Because of
my
the
curse. Yeah, I
curse.
forgot about that. I remember what the powers do.
Right, so 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I really fucking hurt.
Selfish canon. Always curing
4
himself.
plus 7, and everyone gets 3 hit points.
Do you have to be able to see us or something?
No, it's just you're in the aura, so it doesn't matter.
Oh wait.
So am I up?
Let me check. Wait.
Am I up?
Wait.
The Stormlord is within you.
Or see your unicorn or
No. Full penetrating aura.
Go through walls like you.
My aura penetrating.
It's like you almost
Wanted
wanted to.
well, no, but it says any creature of your choice within the aura, but I'm going to say that you have to see them because if you don't know whether they are in the aura or not, it's impossible for you to choose
Well, I know
them.
that everyone's in that room. That's how I look at the window and I know
Yeah,
everyone's-
but you don't know who is in that room. So you cannot choose a creature that you know. I'm going to rule that
You don't. Oh, come on! It's not to say you have to see.
You have to
them.
be aware of them at the
you have to be at
very
least
least.
aware of
There's
them.
unicorns to see them.
The unicorn does not see them. Because the unicorn is vertical in the wall. You said you put it there right in the wall.
I mean, if that's the rule, then I would have completely acted differently in the entire round. But
Yeah, well, you learned. You learned. You
Well,
learned a harsh lesson.
You would have
I'm
messed the game
changing
slightly different.
classes now.
You cannot heal without seeing.
Dramatic
Of course you can.
turn of events.
But that means
No,
that
but
you
you
did
need
the
to be
unicorn
aware of
to
them,
heal someone
because
who
otherwise
didn't even know
it's
was
so
there in
weird.
But we have a connection.
It says no. It says any creature of your choice in the aura.
He does know that I'm down.
Yeah, but you need
I
to.
would be in my room at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, but you
But you need to have a vague
somehow
idea of where
fix
it
them
is.
in your head. That's what I'm
Like-
saying. You can't. You don't have
Make it
a
now
connection
down
to
on
the
the
aura.
floor.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The aura is okay. If you know they're in the aura and you can pinpoint like the creature.
If you can pinpoint his nipples.
What about
So-
if I just heal any living?
You know, for instance, okay, I'm gonna say you know.
He's on the roof.
You know, because of Silas just appearing right above you, you're aware of Silas and you're aware of Millicent, but you're not aware of either Keth or Niall. I'm sorry, it's just, it doesn't make sense that you would be.
Lucas, actually, this guy doesn't take 3d6 worth of damage. He takes 6d6. He takes 3d6 because the kitchen sticks out slightly further than the house, so he'd have landed
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
that's
kitchen
correct.
roof.
Does it? Yeah. I don't
He
know.
was still almost dead.
Oh, okay. Well, he's dead anyway.
Yeah, but he's in the roof of the kitchen now.
He's just like,
Dead on the kitchen.
we're gonna eat well tonight.
What's the name of the lift? Just there, like the fucking face.
Okay,
Probably
so
broke through
you
the
can
kitchen
heal
roof.
Silence
Okay, you get 3 points.
Yeah.
Pass that on to.
and Millicent.
If you had failed your 2 death saving throws, I would have argued for you.
And you see the kids kind of like there as you walk past them. Millie.
Wait, you can. Oh no, you can't. Other direction.
I'm gonna fly to here, so I can see in the window, but I'm above this guy.
Yeah.
I can see him on the floor, see
Yeah.
her on the floor. And I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos, and I'm gonna twin cast Ray of Frost on her and on him. I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos on her so it cancels out the disadvantages of the both straight rolls.
They're both straight rolls because one is prone and the other one is.
So that would give me disadvantage, and this person is just there.
Yeah.
So
So the task of chaos applies to only
No, but
one.
that person is lower.
Yeah, no,
They're not
because-
prone, are they?
No,
So it doesn't
but
matter.
what I mean is you have advantage against that one.
okay, so advantage against that one.
Yes. So you go straight against the person prone and normal. So advantage because of this
I
types
only
of
get to
chaos.
use it one. On
Oh
one.
no, you only use it once. Yes, correct. Sorry.
So yeah.
So you go.
So the birth straight.
Yeah, both straight. Sorry, go.
Let's not make that assumption.
It's it's a 21 on her,
Should probably keep one
That's-
alive. I would
that's
say
it.
if I was awake right now.
and
It's whether- whether you
25
can-
on him.
Yeah,
No.
both hit.
So on her, she's going to take 4 points of cold damage plus 3 points of radiant damage.
Oh, your
Because you're
thing.
Because I'm flying.
Yes.
And
Your.
then the other guy's going to take 3 points of cold damage.
What are all these tricks you got up your sleeve?
Okay, you
And
go.
you're waiting.
You all see kind of Millicent appearing, and then there are streaks of radiant energy followed by the ray of frost exploding. So they move slower, right?
Yes. 10 feet.
And it's now the person in the roof, on the thing. Sorry,
On the wall.
On the wall.
Lightning man.
He's gonna jump inside.
It's going to move.
Move 5, 10, 15.
That's it.
Right.
Because it's rare frost.
It's rare frost.
And that's it then.
Well,
That's
he's
the first-
got an
I
action.
think
Yeah.
it was my go
He's got
before
ten.
that, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was my go before that though, wasn't it?
No, this is the last
You're
guy
straight
ever.
after the wall.
Okay, okay.
This is the last guy in the round.
Alright,
This is the slowest one.
Okay.
So he
Fine.
goes there, sees you there on the stair and goes and takes a crossbow shot at you.
There's no light in here, by the way.
I think he's gonna miss 12.
Does he have dark vision?
No, that'll hit.
What do you mean there's no light?
Well, there's no light in there, so.
Well,
It's
how are you
morning,
moving?
isn't it?
You don't
I
have
know
that.
whether it is.
We'll assume there can. There are
There is
candles.
light from the fireplace that is keeping the place
There's a
warm.
window and it's morning.
Yeah. It's 12 to hit.
Yeah, we've got 10.
You
Lucas
take
forgets we have no
7 points of piercing damage. in the small of your back.
Let's not forget we've had our long rest, so.
Yeah. and the kids are like, ah! They kind of like go a bit crazy when they see that.
You want an adventure?
So the kids at last, I'm gonna say that Squidly takes out the dagger
It's safe here, Niece.
and runs forward and attacks the guy. Squidly
Oh, Squeakly, what are you doing?
he goes, ah! make a. You gave him the dagger.
This is your fault.
18!
That's gonna hit with his +0. And
That is a 4 points of damage.
Fuck yeah!
It's the crucial
minus a
artery
plus,
in
whatever.
no, he has 0.
Zero dex.
Is he feeling inspired as well?
Fucking hell, that's.
Just gonna
Come on, Squiggly goes, ah, and goes, and suddenly there's blood pouring over his hands. Like, oh shit. Okay.
You've earned yourself a real short bow.
It's now the woman's turn, and she kind of like stands up, sees the situation. She's totally surrounded, and
Oh god, pushes me out the window.
she is gonna bonus action disengage.
How convenient.
Got half movement and then -10.
Yes, bonus action disengage.
So she's
Run.
got 5 foot of movement.
Run towards
You had 10.
run towards the window, and that's 15. No?
Well, which window? So you can run to the one close to her.
Yeah.
She's halved and she's got -10.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what do you? Oh, half.
Because she stood up from
I don't
prone.
know which order.
She
but-
stood up.
Oh
from
no, no,
front.
no! She's not moving away then because she cannot move anywhere. Pretty much, she's like she stands there pretty much in the spot, like super slow. And looks at you and
Don't stab my
she's
dog!
gonna chunk chunk and the
Yeah.
dagger to the dog.
No!
So 2 rapiers to you and the dagger to Scholar.
Should have drunk that water.
John Wick, everyone there.
So one definitely hits and the other one is a 10.
No, that misses.
Okay, and to Scholar, the dagger is it's like 18.
That'll hit him.
So you take 7 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and Scholar takes let's see. Oof, she's a good bonus. Scholar takes 6 points of piercing damage.
He's dead!
No, he's down. He's not dead.
Oh, he's down.
So she goes chunk chunk and then chunk and chunks Scholar, and Scholar kind of goes down.
Oh, now,
Niall.
now you're in trouble.
Death save. You have 2
Natural 20,
successes.
natural 20, natural 20.
Oh, that was
Oh,
a
that's worse.
You
and
have
you
a
killed that
fail.
guy again.
Okay. It is Scholar. Roll death save for Scholar.
12!
Okay. Is now, as you see that, the imp that was kind of there, floating, it goes, seeing the situation, it goes invisible again. Keth, you're up.
Okay,
Oh, hang
down
on.
here.
Concentration check.
What's this? Oh, got Squidly.
Huh?
Squidly's attacking.
Squidly.
Okay, Squidly's getting attacked.
I'm in a bit of a pickle here.
Oh gosh.
What should I do? Oh fuck it! I'm just gonna try to. No, fuck it! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw my dagger in the air, hold it in my left hand, and then go out of my right hand and
Harriet
gonna
Stark shit.
like a black dagger of shadows and moths is going to materialize in my right
Oh,
hand.
you're going to cast in Shadow Blade.
I mean, I imagine it's dim light because
Yeah, it's just dim light. So you go. Suddenly, the motes of light become grey and dark, and they coalesce into your Shadow Blade. Phew! Go for it.
It's a nice blade that does damage.
What was the total?
16 plus.
Yeah,
four,
that hits.
Actually, no, it's plus dex. It's not plus my.
Yep.
So that's 7 plus 2, 9 points of damage.
Is it a spell?
No.
Does it last forever?
No, that's a minute.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, you
Well,
go.
that's concentration.
And she's kind of surprised as the blade sinks into her armor and goes and hurts him from the inside.
And until her game is up, you better surrender.
She doesn't reply to you. Silas, you're up.
Quick check. Nope, that was the one shot that I had 2 healing potions.
I've got him on head, buddy.
I turn and I see the scholars down on the ground,
Yeah.
and then I just run up behind this woman. Is she going to turn around? I'm already behind her.
Yes, because she only has one enemy as far as you can tell now. She's down scholar.
Yes.
She kind of like
she can.
turns around to face you sideways.
Then I go with one short sword, attack.
Go for it.
That's a natural 20.
Go for it. Oh, sneak attack.
As my dog rage
Nice.
comes in, so that's 6d3 for the sneak attack.
63.
63.
That's
for the
weird.
sneak attack. Plus, I need 1 more d6 for the actual short sword itself.
Holy moly! What
No, that's not right.
That's 8 d6.
That's not right. That's not right. I don't have 2.
How many d6 do you have for sneak attack?
2d6.
2d6.
Okay, so it's 5 in total.
Yeah.
Nice.
8, 10, 16.
Should be 66, right?
Oh yeah, because my short. My
Yeah, also that was
yeah,
a short
double
sword.
Okay, so 8, 10, 12, 17, 20 total.
20. Wow. Okay.
Really.
As she turns around, you feint. She kind of like puts the rapier there, kind of like bites the feint, and you go shook and catch her right under her right breast and goes directly inside into her liver. She manages to like kind of take your sword out of the
And
way.
on my bonus action, I try and clock her one across the face with the pommel of my other short sword.
Okay, so you're going for no lethal.
Yes.
Okay.
14, so 20 to hit, non.
Yeah, that hits.
And it's 3 because it's a 6. I don't put plus the bonus, do I? Because it's a bonus action attack. So
Yeah.
just 3 points of non-lethal damage.
You already.
I already
Oh
divided.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you go in the jaw. Ah! She kind of like has blood pouring from her mouth now, but she's still kind of like holding herself together, looking at everyone, a bit desperate.
We need aid! We got 2 down!
Genhorn, you're up. You see Squiggly there,
Next.
dagger in hand with the guy.
Take a step back to here. Fuck's sake. Just get my staff out, stamp on the ground.
Yeah.
Raise a flaming sphere
Okay.
and just throw it at the guy.
Okay, you go. Suddenly. Now it's very bright in there as you send it. So what is it?
Child next to him!
It's fine.
Nah, it's only 5 hits.
What is it?
Starts his turn.
Dex saving throw?
When you push it
Towards
onto them.
Yeah.
Now when you end your turn.
Oh, sorry, it's cocked. Dex saving throw. That's 11.
Yep, fails, so 2d6.
He can definitely see you now.
8. As the guy is kind of like looking surprised at the kid trying to load a crossbow, suddenly the ball comes and he tries to get away and explodes into his face. And he goes, and starts burning, goes down into his knees, grabbing his hair, drops the crossbow, drops to the ground
Squiggly's gonna have
with
nine
the
hits.
hair in flames, and Squiggly is like, so shouted. You down him. What else do you do?
Yeah, get out of the way of that, it's not safe.
Millie.
Okay, I'm gonna fly in through this window. I'm gonna
Yeah, you go.
see this woman, and I'm gonna cast levitate on
The
her.
window. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you can fly in. Yeah. And you're gonna
I think
cast
I'm gonna cast levitate on her.
on her.
I just need to heal.
Okay. So what do I roll?
It's Constitution saving throw 14 DC.
Okay. 19. You go, and she kind of like, and you can tell she is very constituted.
Actually, sorry, is that
Constitutional.
Constitutional.
guy's dead, right?
Yes,
I'll
very
just
much
dead,
so.
I'll just cancel my concentration then.
Oh, you cancel your concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cancel it.
I don't want to
anytime.
burn the house
So
down.
you know
Yeah.
as well, because you can still move more. You only move 1 square. You can then
Oh, that's
move
true,
the rest
sorry,
of your
yeah.
movement.
Yeah. Okay. So you can cancel your concentration
You're-
anytime.
You just ran through a
So,
wall on the same floor.
The moment the flame consumes the body, you cancel it. Okay. So remove the
I can't
flaming spear.
understand these 3 dimensions, alright?
Why am I back in my room? Oh well, time for bed.
It was now the crossbow guy turn, Squidly guy, but he's burning. So he's now top of the round. The woman will now disengage. Starts kind of like going across you. You go, you all try to take opportunity attacks, and she goes, cling, cling, kind of like makes an acrobatic maneuver, reaches the window, and just jumps out.
6 to 6, baby.
She's gonna make an acrobatics check to try and reduce that. And that's. That's not bad. She has. That's a lot. That's 8. She's gonna actually reduce that
So she's
by
only-
one measure, so she's taking only 3d6.
No, 2, because she would land on the kitchen roof.
Yeah.
No. Oh, she went through this wall.
Yeah.
I thought she went
Yeah,
through this
yeah,
wall.
yeah. She went
No,
through that
she's
one.
long as she's running, jumping, she can make it past that.
I have no control!
She goes, and you hear landing, her landing next to the.
So
wow.
she's now here. Oh no!
Yeah,
Like
she's on top of the kitchen room, and
Ah, yeah, I get it.
she's gonna. She bonus action disengage. She run, jump, and keep running some distance. Dash. So
Why did I-
dash back from the kitchen down to the ground.
She's like here.
Another 10 feet. Let's see if she is. Oh, natural 20. She's fine. She rolls. Parkour. So she's kind of like that. You, Millicent, as you all kind of like try to grab her as she goes past, like super acrobatically.
Bitch.
You see her kind of like huffing and puffing as she kind of like lands back onto the ground. And Niall, death save, please.
If you roll
If this is
a
a
1,
I'm gone.
if it's a 20, you're back up. Just in time. Scared.
Oh, that's 4. So
2 and 2.
2.
Do we heal this?
Scholars.
Whoa! Natural
20! Scholar suddenly goes and starts like growling. Keth.
Okay, I'm going to run out the window.
Yeah. You run out. You see her kind of like doing a parkour and start running, kind of like almost limping, but
How far is she?
well, she's all 3, so 30 feet down and maybe like 20 away. So she's 40 in diagonal.
Okay, now swing my shadow blade up with the most.
Well, you can throw that.
Yes, again.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
it's 20 feet, 60 feet with disadvantage, but if it is dim light, it will be a straight roll. I don't know if it's dim light or not.
Yeah, it's the morning, it's dim light.
Okay.
So well, it is pre-morning, so
Okay.
in winter. So you go.
Shall
Okay.
see what happens.
Throwing it random.
13 plus
Yeah.
4, 17.
That hits.
Alright, 2d8 plus 2. Come on! Like 8! 15 points of damage.
You go. Boom, 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 boom. Sinks into her back. She goes. Takes 2 more steps and goes flat in the snow.
And the shadow disappears and reappears in the
Okay.
moment.
We are out of initiative.
I'll quickly run over and...
Well, actually, wait. Keth, Silas, you're up. Because there are death saves in play, so let me know what you're doing, Silas.
I say, she's down. I got her.
If what happens if I try and stabilize Nalvin and I fail?
You give him a death save. No, wait. Let me check.
Because that's what happens in Infinity, isn't it? When you're like,
Fail, you kill
my
them.
doctor tries to heal this person. Get up! Oh, I killed them. I've tried and they're dead.
Well, you see like Genhong peeking through the doorway, so
Hello?
that'd be up to you. You can do it.
Someone was dying. No, they're dead.
I will say to you though, I caught her. She's on the ground downstairs. Go grab her.
Okay, I'll go get her.
I could see, I'm next to you in the
Yeah, that's a
window.
good point. That's not a bad throw. You like that one?
Oh, well, no one saw it, so...
I hate it. I did.
The idea was to keep her alive.
She's just ran away. I promise. I tried to knock her out. I tried to.
Oh,
hit
you
her
need.
with
You can use your action to administer first aid and attempt to stabilize, which requires successful DC wisdom check. No, it doesn't. No. So if you fail to stabilize them, unless it's a 1, in which you make it worse.
There's no point doing it. There's no reason.
Well,
Yeah, you don't know that.
I don't know that as a character. He's just been bleeding out. The door's closed, but no, you're right.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna, no. I'll see you coming in, because you're big and loud. Be like, where have you been? He's bleeding out. And then I'm just gonna, like, try and climb down. Yeah, start climbing down.
Yeah, it's easy enough.
So 30 feet.
If you're not doing it in a stressful situation, it doesn't require a check because it's very like chunky bits of rock with many holes.
Then bonus action to here. Then I'm gonna search her. Just
As you get there to the ground, you see in the distance some windows are opening because of the thunder spell and the shouts and all. Some windows are opening. You know, people are peeking out from some houses. Just so you know.
in which case I'll look around and I'm just gonna like pick the body up and then I'm gonna start carrying it to the
Okay.
trap room.
She took most of the damage from your thing, from
Yeah.
your sneak attack. So she has a massive wound on her side, and there's blood in the snow covering the whole snow. So he's gonna leave the trial. Get home.
Gone back to bed. Fuck me. Oh, double 6. You get 15 points of health plus 3, so 18 points of health.
Do we all get 3?
Everyone else gets 3, yeah.
Yeah, now you're aware of everyone in that room.
Although he's
I think I'm out of range now.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Oh wait, no, I wouldn't be out of range, but you don't know where I am.
So you go with your hands, you touch now with him, and you see that he has many wounds.
Oh no!
And you go, phew, and he has a massive gash in the shoulder, kind of probably torn a bit of the shoulder joint. And it goes, starts knitting together. You wake up, Niall, with pain all over you as your body's kind of like starting to knit together.
One exhaustion.
You can't silence me, woman!
Millie, you're up.
I think she's dead.
I'm just gonna fly out the window and just watch
Yep,
creepily.
okay.
Taking the body away.
With your tendrils of light.
You're right, buddy.
And as you are the last of initiative now,
Okay.
we're out to finish.
Sorry, I was downstairs. I didn't know where you were. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
right now.
the dog, you can get the dog point hit.
Oh yeah, she heals.
3 points.
Yeah.
The people. There's one. There's a woman.
Oh, we got her. She's
What's-
outside.
What's that was name?
I got her.
Squidly.
Nice.
Good, is everything
Stand in the
alright?
back.
Oh, yeah, the guy's dead. I think I killed him.
Good work!
What? Squiggly killed one of the guys.
Yeah, he stabbed him. Pretty good, actually.
Impressive.
Sorry, I couldn't get any faster. There's a guy with a crossbow, and but you're alright now.
Who are these people?
I wasn't aware that you were slow.
I'm just gonna check his pants.
Let's get them out of your room. There's blood pooling all over your
Yeah.
beautiful, immaculate room. Let's take them.
Yeah, the room
downstairs.
is pretty messed up.
As you
No,
say that,
no,
you see
no.
me flying in through the window with the body off the kitchen roof. Just
Tiny
Yeah.
little.
Oh,
You're carrying the body. Your flight is about to peter out at this point. You fly with the body and dump in there.
Can you get me some snow, actually?
let's take them to the common room now.
No.
my wings are nearly done.
Just grab a bit off. Just there's some snow on like the ledge above or something like that. I can just.
Actually, let's take them
No,
to the
snow.
study. The study has a hole.
No inside the. Oh, hey, you have to go to the top floor.
Ganon, the study has a hole in the roof. We take them to the library, and
Oh, this is
that's,
the guy
that's
still
gonna
on
be
fire.
quite
I just
system.
want to put it out before it starts.
Yeah.
Spreads.
Yeah. Well, when you come downstairs, the boys have dragged the body and dropped it in the bathtub. Oh no! Wait, is there? Where is the nearest bathtub there on the second floor?
Spare room. Is there anything there?
No,
There
there
was
wasn't
a
one there.
fireplace.
No, they kind of like, yeah, they kind of like drag him to that balcony there, and just put it upright against the wall, kind of like sitting upright
Yeah.
against the wall with the head kind of like.
Can I search this woman's body?
Yes, you can.
As I drag her into the tap room.
No. Here.
No.
Right. I'll stand
Yeah,
up.
in the tap room.
Naked. Everyone out! Now! Take them somewhere else. I need to get dressed.
Let's take them to the library. It's got a hole. It's probably the cleanest place, the dirtiest place. I mean, Silas! Somebody go get Silas. I'll go get Silas.
So you are bringing the body in. There are people like peeking out of the windows, but no one is coming out.
That's fine. Yeah, I just dragged her inside, then just like
Yeah.
see if she's got any letters or
Okay, so she has
money, healing potions.
she has no. She has a rapier, a leather armor, and a dagger, and nothing else. Appear. She doesn't have a pouch of money or letters or anything else. She appears to be like ready for a very specific mission, and that's it.
Does she look familiar? Does she look like a certain type of person, like a mercenary or
Make
anyone from
make an investigation check as you go through her body.
something like
She looks like a
a Hammershite person or anything? Investigation, you say? Which is intelligence 19.
19. You notice in the back of her neck, as you're going through and trying to check, you move like the red hair, which is kind of like trying to point it out. And there you see the tattoo of a black serpent, a flying serpent.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna go to Silas's room actually before I go downstairs. I'll knock on the door.
Yes, come in.
Well, there's no door. If he's inside his room, it's just.
No, mine
There
was
is
the
no
door.
door.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, oh, sorry, there is a door. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's right now.
Well, the door was open because everyone just ran out there, including the dog. And
Shrek, I don't know if it was you back there before, but do you recognize these people? Are these people that were after Sophie?
No, don't know who they are. Why would I know?
Well, I don't know. You said we had to protect Sophie, and the first night after we bring her in, there's people attacking
I'm
us.
starting to think this is not a safe place for Sophie.
Well, we did pretty well. The menace is gone. She's safe.
Does this happen every night here?
Every other night. So tomorrow should be fine.
I don't find that funny.
I'm sorry. Gallows humor.
Alright. So, okay. So what do you do? You grab the bodies out to where?
I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna like grab your bicep, just skip over the bodies and walk out of the room.
Okay, so you walk out of the room. The kids kind of like go upstairs. Guys, who are these people? Why are they attacking? And also, I killed one. He was. He's kind of like between proud and horrified.
I'm gonna tap him between his hand. Try and prestidigitation.
No,
if that does
okay,
anything.
yeah. Oh, thank you, Millie.
You're welcome. Thank you for doing what you did.
Oh, it was just that guy was going after Genhor and we had to do something. It's just, oh, why are they attacking us?
I don't know.
My footsteps on the little
Yeah,
stairs outside.
yeah, you're coming.
Enter him!
Right, maybe I do know.
The woman downstairs, she's got a Zentarim tattoo on her neck.
You mean a Zanzarin or a Sandrin?
Splinter group.
uh,
Flying snake.
You sound surprised though. Like, who else would it be?
Well, at this point, it could be any number of people, couldn't it, really?
Historically.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a bunch of, I don't know.
I mean, the cat has a point. I mean, people keep coming here seeking for shelter, but we are drawing the ire and enmity of a whole bunch of people.
If we can move into that tower, we're safe in there.
Well, that's probably why they're after, isn't it? But no, they didn't know that we...
Yeah. Well, we killed. Yeah, there was one of them who escaped. The other wasn't he?
Oh,
The
yeah,
furniture
well,
salesman.
Oh, shit, that was my fault as well. Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Kind of makes me think that if we go pay a visit to that boat tomorrow, we'll have a bunch of dark elves paying us a visit in the evening of that very night. So, should we make any more enemies?
I went off, by the way, to like just bring that body in from the outside.
Yep.
and Just whatever stuff he's got, I don't know. But
Okay, so you go through the body, and yes, also they look to be. I mean, you don't have a professional opinion about this because you're not like into the big thug scene, but
Not here.
but yeah, they have a crossbow, a light crossbow, with I'm gonna say. If you search all three bodies, they all have like short swords and light crossbows with
That's all self-made
for 16 bolts. So light crossbows, 16 bolts, and short swords, and leather armor.
So times 4 of 40 of those things.
No, not the woman. I'm talking about the three guys.
So 3 leather armor.
3 leather armor, 3 short swords, and 3 crossbows with 16 crossbow bolts.
Each.
No, total. And yes, they don't have anything else. They appear to be, they were out on a hit, and they all have. I mean, once you search them out, they all have Zend tattoos.
Bought this off the guy from downstairs. I don't know what we're going to do with his body, but if you want to sell all that stuff again, or I don't know, you did a pretty good
That
job.
will
Of,
fetch a good bit of money.
did a pretty good job of stabbing him. If you want a crossbow, maybe as a reward for saving the house.
Oh, thank you. And that kind of like gives you a look and signs something. It's like, yeah, I'll practice and.
Not a crossbow. We'll get you a short bow. Crossbows are far too dangerous.
Well, I mean, come on, I said, hang on, get on.
You did well, but that's too unwieldy for someone as sprightly and quick as you.
Okay. Use the back.
I'll get you something nice.
So, one thing that, when I just first burst into the room and I saw Norwithin there, and one of them, the woman said, like, take him. And one of the guys was about to take Norwithin. Why do you think that?
So I've been getting dressed this whole time. I'll come out dressed now. Wait, you still?
Yeah, you come out dressed.
Are you in a different room?
No, we already left your room.
Yeah.
Do you think there
So I
was?
have to get dressed.
Do you think?
I'll come out dressed now.
Did anyone find out why they wanted me? They were climbing in my room.
We know there was entering, that's about it.
Why? I mean, maybe. Do you think they just wanted to get one of us and use us hostage, or do you think they were after him in particular?
If they were after you, then they know which room is
They
yours.
know I was a grey hand, isn't it?
Well, you go around turn everyone, so.
What's weird is even if they were after you, then they knew which room you're in, and why would they know what room you sleep in?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Magic.
Well,
it's not difficult to just
yeah, it's
watch
pretty
you
easy to.
doing your routine, dancing around in your room
Yeah.
all the time.
But the question is, why were they after him? If he was the one who got
Well-
duped by the furniture salesman?
Well,
Well,
what
I
do you
mean,
have?
we don't know that they were. If they came into his room and attacked the first person they saw, let's not jump to the conclusion that they knew what room they were going
Maybe,
in.
maybe it's that stone. Yeah, here's that stone. Maybe so. Do you think they want that?
Maybe they want to take out the strongest link.
Maybe they wanted all of
Well,
them.
nearly did, didn't they?
That makes more sense. We don't know that they weren't gonna. I mean, you went down. One of them carries you away. The rest of them come through the house and takes out the rest of us. We don't know that this was a hit on one particular person.
Hey, she did order him to take him away.
I would have been a terrible hostage. Joke's on them,
He would have
right?
been a pain in the ass as a hostage.
You didn't keep any alive.
No, but we know there was entering, and that's enough, really, isn't it? We already we already interrogated one of them.
We need to know what they wanted. Was it just us dead?
I
Just
mean,
me dead?
She was running away. She was far. I tried to hit her with the back of my dagger. Just spin one extra.
Can we take them to the dead thing?
Well, maybe. I mean,
Thinking
you've got-
we should probably just get, I don't know, like a little office there.
Yes. Established our own wing.
you've got weight enough with your badge to surely just walk in and say, I need this
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay if we keep doing it.
body done. Like, just say, by the order of the city, bang, make this woman talk.
Yes. That's what I would do, isn't it?
You're talking about throwing your weight around, you may as well do it.
Yes.
How you feeling? You look like you had a pretty big gash there.
Well, I kind of blacked out after the. Well, I pretty much died, didn't I? So I don't know.
That's right.
I just feel anger now.
Well, it's this time you didn't shit yourself.
Yes.
Don't worry. While I'm around, the spirits of nature will protect you.
We can start a club if you want. Me and you. Who goes down more?
Well, on what?
Anyways.
So that should be the first thing we do today.
What's
This
that?
is jumped up in priority.
But as we know,
Or some of you can go see Trench, but
Yeah, he's right here.
Well, I think we should stick together if there's people out trying
we know that
Kidnap
these things
you.
don't talk as well. They don't have to answer things, so let's not put all our eggs in that basket. Right?
I had another idea. You said you can't turn into anything that flies, right?
to. Well, no.
You can't do birds. But you can be a cat. And I was thinking, because we know about this place now where they're doing like flying snakes and stuff. And that's probably where they're doing messages and things. We could like hide out there as a cat and like, kill them as they come out and steal the messages and find out what they're saying to each other. Actually finding out what they're saying instead of interrogating.
Who are we killing?
The snakes.
Well, I mean, if the snakes aren't really doing anything,
But if you can not kill them,
I mean,
that's fine.
she's got a good idea. I mean,
maybe we
I
can
think
just
that
talk
could
to the
work.
snakes and ask them to bring the messages to us instead.
Then you can try that, but then if they can speak to snakes as well, then the snakes might tell them that you were trying to talk to them and then they'll come kill us again in the night.
Do you got any kind of weird forest magic that could sort of like
recruit.
yeah, you know
The
how
snakes.
you shout at people and try and get them to do things with a bit of your magical stuff, and like the guy did to me, you can influence things. Anything you
I
can do.
do,
like
but I don't know if
animals.
I'm allowed to swap my spells at this point in time. Might have to wait till tomorrow.
Well, you have a think about it. See if you can conjure up anything like that, because that might be better than killing the snakes. Is just try and lure them all in, and because if we kill them, they're going to know that we took the information from it.
Sure, it's just like just make a spy snake.
What we could do is we could swap the letters around, get one, learn their format, then we could send false.
Say
false
like real
letters.
mean things.
Or we could say like, bring the, we know that Xanathars know where the second gem is, we're moving it to this safe house temporarily, set up a trap for them. Something
Do
like
you
that.
think they would pass on that kind of information on a
Yeah,
letter?
the problem you've got as well with it is such a bit from the point of view, there's an A and a B. The information is going from. We don't know who is at A and who is at B and who's sending the information. So if you say from this one to this one, oh,
Right.
we've got this, and then actually at B is the person in charge, they're going to be like, whoa.
If you're, these snakes, like when people use pigeons, they've got a relevant sort of sense of where they're going and where they've been. So maybe you could ask the snake, I don't know how it works, I don't know how your magic works, but you could ask it, be like, go to, the person that is of this kind of level of importance.
Who
Go to this location.
Well, I mean, they might not really know that, but if they've just been trained to, we could probably get all the locations they've been to, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
also
imagine
an
that would be
idea.
about as deep as they would be inclined to provide information.
How about we go to speak Mr. Trench that we were going to do anyway and see if he knows anything else about it.
About where the snakes have been.
Yeah, about the ship.
Oh, right.
Another thing we need to sort out. Security. This house. It's
Yeah.
not safe.
Well,
We've got children here. What if I was sleeping?
yeah.
Well, we were taking a wash.
I mean, we could all just. I mean, one thing we could do maybe is move everyone to the one floor, in one area to sleep, and then that would be safe. And then we take. But also, were you supposed to be on watch?
I was on watch.
So how
Yes.
did you not notice?
Did
them?
you not hear the big bang?
Well, by the sounds of it, they've already trying to kidnap you at this point. But
Well, let's see you try to take on however many. How many were there? Trying to climb in my room.
4, I think.
4! You
no,
got one against 4.
You did well.
Yeah,
You woke everyone up.
Yeah. It was the right thing to do.
So there's not much I can do for you when you're lying in your own blood, unfortunately. But listen, you do magic, you haven't got any kind of means of healing.
I mean, there's that one thing I can kind of do, but like, it's not really my thing.
But in the way that Genholm does. I don't understand magic a huge amount other than what I've read. So
I don't understand magic either. I just think you've read more than I have, so.
it's good to know people's strengths, shall we say.
British dragon.
But why don't we have some
For life.
breakfast and recover a little bit now?
Yeah. Take a bit of a rest. Maybe.
Squigly, you've done your bit of work for today.
Yeah.
Nah. And
Yeah.
Jenks, come with me. Let's go to the kitchen and make some breakfast.
Yeah, how's Scholar doing? Is he alright?
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks much better.
yeah, Scholar, well, he came back, and then the 3 hit points, I think it brings him to full. So essentially, the unicorn energy kind of like healed the wound completely.
Now he's got a little horn.
Okay, so you're gonna start preparing breakfast.
Yeah.
So, yep. What do you guys want to do?
Have a little short rest.
So how does if I roll...
You can have a short rest while you are breakfasting.
So we've got 3 of these. If
Yeah,
I
yeah,
roll
yeah.
one, then I don't have one to use when I do a long rest
Yeah.
later.
Correct.
Correct.
Yep. Go for it.
It's a 4 plus 1.
I think you have DH, don't I?
Hmm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do channel divinity recover.
What?
Didn't know I could do that. Reset maximum HP.
Alright, we're gonna have breakfast,
No,
Yeah.
that's...
heal, and then we're
This-
gonna go
this-
to Mr. Trenches.
Okay.
that's
Before we do
different.
that,
Oh, you recover your...
it's 7.
Yeah.
Let's take the break now for dinner.
Dinner.
Yep. Sounds good. Sure. We'll be back in a moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a movement, yes.
In a movement. In a moment.
I'm not going to
You are sponsored by